and welcome to the Sports Corner Football Watchalong. Today, it's Manchester City versus Lyon. Can the English side take down a side who have knocked out one of the favourites of the tournament, Juventus, or can Lyon really provide the shock of not shock of the tournament because they've done it before, but really try get as far as they can in this competition and take out a big contender for this title? I'm Ron, and as always in these watch-alongs, what it seems like, I am joined by KD. How are you today, Kieran?
I'm all right. I'm ready for another night of absolute carnage.
Yeah, we after the stream, if you watched the stream yesterday, thank you very much. If you saw at the end, we all joined in just to talk about what had happened. And I think one thing we said was, well, we're fucked, basically, because unless we get another 8-2 game, game is going to seem so boring compared to the other ones. But we've got two very decent sides. I think City are going in favourites, going in as the favourites. But Lyon have proved against Juventus they could hold on to the win. And it'll be a big test for this Manchester City side, who really not much champion to say of in the Champions League, sort of in their career, really. I mean, we'll talk just quickly before I'll let Kieran talk about the team sheets. Last year, obviously, in the tournament, they were both in the same group. Lyon did pick up that. I think they were only winning the group against Manchester City. But obviously, last year, both teams got through to the round of 16. Manchester City beating Schalke 10-2 on aggregate, and Lyon losing 5-1 on one leg to Barcelona. In the rest of the tournament, Manchester City, they lost to Tottenham Hotspur on away goals. On away goals? Yeah, it must have been on away goals.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah. So didn't go that far. They got to the point they are in at this competition. Whoever wins this game goes through to face Bayern Munich, the team who I mean, I don't know what you could say about yesterday. An absolute masterclass, an absolute disaster for Barcelona. I think is the politest way of saying it.
Don't know where you start with that game. Honestly, me and Josh literally left speechless after that game. What we'd seen. Whoever goes through tonight is going to have a massive task on their hands. If it's Lyon,
very tough job.
If it's Lyon, it's backs against the wall. If it's Man City, that'll probably be one of the best matches you could ever ask for.
I hope it. I mean, Chris said, "Hi lads, hope you're well." He's gone for City 3-1 predictions. We'll let you talk about the team sheets. We'll let you talk about the team sheets before we do our predictions. So let me share my first screen. So I'll let you talk about the Lyon starting 11.
I'm not sure if this is Lyon's normal back five. I don't know if they used it last time. I'll have to ask KL about that in the stream. So they've gone for usually Anthony Lopez in net, Denea, Marcelo, and Markel as the centre halves, Dubois as Dubois and Cornet, as your wing backs, Kakare, Guimaraes, and Aouar behind Soko Akambi and Memphis Depay. And Manchester City, they have gone for Edison, Walker, Garcia, Laporte, Cancelo as their back four, Fernandinho, Rodrigo, Gundogan as a three, and I think De Bruyne, Sterling and Jesus will be that front three that caused Real Madrid so much havoc. Of course, Foden is on the bench today for Manchester City as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this other Lyon side. Operating at five at the back, you're going to have to do that against the front three. The front two with that Manchester City side of Jesus and Sterling.
Yeah, I think
they played so pressing against Real Madrid.
Yeah, they were great, both of them. Obviously, those two were the ones that got the goals as well, forced the mistakes from Varane. Lyon need to be well drilled. They need to be solid at the back tonight. They need to not make those silly mistakes that Real Madrid did. And if they play the game like they played against Juventus, obviously unlucky with the decision for the penalty, quite fortunate in the decision for their penalty. But if they can nick an early goal, this Man City side, we've seen what kind of bottle jobs they are. When they played Southampton earlier in the season, they've played Man United, lost twice this season. Wolves have lost twice this season. And of course, Lyon have played them recently as well when they drew 2-2. I think it might have been last year in the Champions League or this year. I can't actually remember.
I think it was it might have been last year. They played it for sure.
They'll know how to play. They've got a good side. They've got a young side. And this is if they need to win this competition or they won't be in Europe next season.
I mean, you look at that, the midfield three for Lyon, very young, with Kakare, Guimaraes, and our three who had a very decent performance against you there. I had a look at the highlights and part of the game, and they played incredibly well. And you've got your front two of Toko Ekambi and Memphis Depay, obviously former United man. Depay, he obviously got the penalty, very cheeky. This will be a big test for that sort of. We'll look at the City defence because they're going to have to come up against Depay and Togo Ekambi. So you've got Walker, but then Eric Garcia and Laporte. Laporte, we know how good he is, but Eric Garcia, young, he's getting an opportunity a bit more, especially late in the competition. And then obviously Cancelo playing at that left back with City not really having a fully fit left back. You've got Mendy on the bench there, but
I mean they've got Mendy and Zinchenko on bench.
Yeah.
So I think he just don't trust him anymore. To me, because Cancelo played quite well when he played left back against Real Madrid. Maybe they're just going with that.
He had a very decent game. I think there was the one fault where he didn't track. I don't know who it was on the wing who played the ball in, but Rodrigo. He didn't track him. But in terms of attacking, he was incredibly good for City against Real Madrid. So that's the both starting 11s. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting game because you can either see Lyon sneaking a 1-0 win, a cheeky win, or you could just see a City domination.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a safe option. And I said 3-1 yesterday. That's what I'm going to stick with today.
I'm going to go for a 4-3 City. I don't know why. God is reaching out to me and saying it's going to be a 4-3. Pardon me. Chris said, I think City are matching Lyon formation personally. Fernandinho and back three with Walker, Cancelo as wing backs. Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne midfield. It's a very good side, isn't it? It's a very good side if you just look at the City thing. Obviously, Fernandinho captain. We're just seeing the camera go past all the lineups. Well, I'm guessing the Champions League music's being played. Yep, I would be correct. Let's put my hand on my heart. I mean, how much of a difference maker is Kevin De Bruyne going to be? We saw how well he played against Madrid, how well pivotal he's been for Manchester City. Is he the big difference maker for this City side? Or who do you see for both teams being that one who can light a spark, man?
For City, it is always Kevin De Bruyne. He's the most creative. He's the person with the most flair. And I think I know what your win set. Kevin De Bruyne is starting on the right hand side. Is that what you're looking at?
That very confusing. Sorry, this is playing a 4-4-3, obviously, here, with De Bruyne at right wing. I definitely don't think that's correct. If it is, fair play.
But yeah, it's probably is Kevin De Bruyne for City, of course. For Lyon, I'm looking at the players like Hassan and maybe Bruno Guimaraes, very creative players. Bright spark. Memphis Depay, obviously, with his flair, could carry Lyon through this game. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm excited to watch it.
They will. I mean, like we said, I've definitely you at least got the good 8-2 game yesterday. For me, I just don't want a boring first half. In all the games I've done so far, I've had boring first halves. Second halves in some of them, being entertaining, the Leipzig game stands out. They're just showing the Lyon team, obviously, they are playing 3 at the back with the 2 full backs of Dubois. Unless it's 3 at the back with Cornet and Dubois as wingers.
Could be.
Yeah. I'm saying you're looking at the bench there for the Lyon team. Rennie Adelaide maybe make an impact. Traore, Dembele, obviously, is one of, I think, Lyon's top goal scorers. Before I got injured, I think.
Yeah, it looks like a decent side for Lyon.
I mean, we know Manchester City have got the depth as in their subs. It's a given. The game's just about to kick off. We'll give you a countdown if you want to sync up. But also, me and Kieran are going to have to sync up as well.
We're going to sync up around 25 seconds, 30 seconds-ish.
Yeah. So the game has already kicked off. But we'll wait and see.
Right, the timer is up on my screen. It is 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There we go. Synced up. Boom.
We're ready. We're raring.
We're ready. And I'm guessing everyone else, you've probably synced up with Kieran. But if you haven't, 22, 23, 24, 25. There you go.
Yeah, we're ready. We're synced and ready.
We are.
City starting off on the front foot, but they have given the ball away. I'm hoping for a fast tempo game. Obviously, these two sides, known for their quick football, they've got a lot of players in there with a lot of flair, headed on nicely there, and there might be a chance already, but it's good defending by I think it's Rodri back there.
He just holds Kakare. There we go. It's really not the best game for me with that midfield three because it's a pain. I'm not good at pronouncing names normally. But you saw earlier the pressing that Sterling put Lopez under pressure.
Mm.
But again, lovely long ball by Lyon, and I suppose it's a great start if you want fast-playing football. Both teams really pushing for a quick early goal.
I think Lyon need to just sit in their shape quite early on, try and find something. De Bruyne has played a ball into the box looking for Sterling. Keeps going to get that. I think for Lyon, it's a question of keep the shape early, play your way into the match, make Man City. Because if it's 0-0 going into the second half, Man City will have to come out of the shell, obviously move themselves around the pitch. We know what they're like defensively, and Chris Welch was right. It does look like they're playing a back five.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say also with this, I think with the whole competition, it is obviously single leg. Which team do you think actually benefits in this tournament?
I think it benefits your teams like Lyon and RB Leipzig and Atalanta to a certain extent, because over two legs the better team normally prevails.
Yeah.
Whereas over one leg anything can happen, because it just is. It's literally like an FA Cup, isn't it? Really, or like a Carabao Cup tie. It's just a straight up one game, and the fact that it's at a neutral venue as well gives me more chance.
Yeah. Obviously, all the games taking place in Portugal as all the tournaments, obviously Europa League.
Lovely ball into the box, Sterling. Where's it? Brilliant defending.
Is that Marcelo?
Sure I think it's Marcelo or Marcal. That's fantastic defending. It is Marcal. Fantastic defending. Jesus would have had a tap in.
He would have, and it's a great ball. I think it's Cancelo who plays it through to Sterling. Sterling does everything correct, but Marcalo sticks a last-minute foot, and Marcelo clears the ball.
City looking dangerous. Sorry, the corner comes in. It's headed away by Cornet, I think. It's headed back into the box, bouncing around. Marcelo smacks it clear. And Lyon might have a break.
You see Raheem Sterling win the header there, something you rarely see on the pitch.
I'll say we've got 11 people watching now. Thank you to all that have joined us. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. We have watchalongs pretty much every day, don't we?
Well, me and Kieran are back tomorrow with the Manchester United versus Sevilla watchalong. So you're going to get double duty of us. And then also you got me earlier on this Sunday after the F1 watchalong. And
then you've got me on Monday again.
Exactly.
Taylor.
You're getting triple dosages of us. So if you hate us, unlucky. How could
you hate us? City have started well, though. 3 minutes in, they've definitely been the brighter of the two sides, and it's a goal kick given to Lyon.
I'm glad the referee didn't give that. Walker was fishing for the free kick there. Garcia there, having a game of hangman. Or the one where you've got your letters and you have to match up the dots to make squares.
There's a ball down the field. Kyle Walker. I think that's Fernandinho's missed it. Toko Ekambi now, right hand side of the penalty area. Pulls it back to Aouar, to Dubois. Here is Depay. Dubois whips the ball in towards Toko Ekambi. It's going to go over him, and Walker chests it on Edison, spilled it, and it was almost an own goal.
I mean, the thing is, you're Lyon there. That's so much. If you had an extra man in that box, Toko Ekambi could have played the ball a lot quicker. They're only Depay in there, but you've just seen Walker nearly having an absolute mare, and Edison having an absolute mare.
Well, I think they're both at fault there, because I don't know why Walker's got enough time to take it down, turn and clear it, not chest it back to his goalkeeper, and it was an awkward chest. And Edison just about stopped himself from fumbling it. Cancelo now to Rodri down the line. It was Gundogan that actually. Good defending.
Rodri and Gundogan, if you look at them from behind, they've got similar haircuts, but it's when they turn. Gundogan's got that fade.
I don't know why then Gundogan looks so tall, and obviously Rodri is very, very tall.
He's a bulky man, Rodri.
It's been a good start though. 5 minutes. It's not been void of chances. We've had a chance at either end. I'd say that Man City mix up was at least a chance for Lyon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Toko Ekambi just does incredible. It's just they needed more players in the box, and I think that'll come later in the game where Lyon find out what City's weaknesses are in game sort of try to adapt to that. More players will try to push up. But yeah, very energetic start from both sides.
Yeah, it's been a great start. At least we haven't got a boring match as of yet. I know there's still 40 minutes of the first half left, of course.
I mean, how many minutes were in before Bayern scored? It's 7.
I think so. Like before the 10-minute mark, we were 1-1.
Yeah, I think Alaba scored own goal in the 90th minute. In the 9th minute, I think.
Yeah.
So we just need 2 more goals, and it's very entertaining.
3 minutes, we got 2 goals. Can we have them, please?
Bring it on.
Of course, it's probably not going to be 8-2 tonight.
I mean, no, I think what you saw especially, but what we all saw yesterday, I won't say it was a fluke, but I don't expect to see it in any of the other ties.
No.
Barcelona just were not themselves. It's like in Space Jam, where the players get possessed and then they lose all skill. That's what it was like.
Thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you for that exquisite, buddy.
Right, I said that's a fair enough comparison.
Well, Dinea has just gifted the possession back to Man City after a heavy pass by Lopez. Camping in their own half at the moment, Lyon.
Well, it's that pressure from Manchester City we saw. And putting, I think it was Jesus who were putting Lopez under pressure, and it forces him to play a misplaced pass. And we saw Varane really get done in by the just
high
that
press.
pushing. Yeah, by the high press from City, and we may see it again today with Denayer there being forced to just hoof it out.
Hoof it out indeed, and I think it's a decent ball downfield if Jesus can get there. It's good defending again though from Marcelo, and Lyon have actually started quite well defensively. They're just not getting that far up the pitch, of course, and it's just a matter of time when I think they need to push.
Well, did you watch the Juventus Lyon game?
No.
Or was it Josh?
It was KL.
Josh and KL, because I know I saw Marcelo made an incredible early last-ditch tackle early on in the game, and I know the Lyon defence had a solid defensive game, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do against City.
Yeah, I think it's a different challenge. Obviously, Juventus, Italian side, well drilled on defending. Obviously, they've got Ronaldo. Man City are an all-round, well-drilled machine. They're relentless, and they're coming forward again now with Fernandinho, who almost lost the ball. It was a decent pressing by I think who are there, and De Bruyne's going to whip a ball in towards Sterling. It's headed away by Denayer, and again good defending by Lyon, and they can maybe get counter-attack on here, Rowan.
Yeah, they can. As the ball goes out the wing, go on.
Taking on Rodri. Rodri's defended the Garcia actually. Concedes the corner.
Big opportunity for Garcia. Obviously, he's heavily linked away from a move from Manchester City. So, to Barcelona. And you know what? If he has a good performance here, he may get that move that he wants. Or it may entice him to stay.
I mean, he has come out and said that he wants to leave for whatever reason that is.
In fairness, I think I saw a tweet that he'd lived in Manchester for 3 years. And probably after this pandemic, he maybe thinks, I just want to be home in that.
Good save, Edison.
Outside the box. Who was outside?
I think it was it's Marcal. Skinhead Marcal.
Skinhead Marcal doing everything off the pitch. So Manchester City, the only English side left in the competition. We saw Chelsea get knocked out by Bayern earlier on in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Liverpool.
I think. Sorry.
That's well.
Got bloody M&Ms in my mouth.
Ooh, what M&Ms have you gone for today?
The chocolate M&Ms.
You know what? I hate M&Ms because I like all three. But then you go to the shop and you think, what M&Ms am I getting? The normals, the crispies, or the peanuts? For me, it depends on the occasion.
Don't like the peanut ones because I don't like nuts, but...
Right. Well, then you've already messed up there. If you go to cinemas, peanuts the best because they feel like they lost long. You can break off the chocolate and then have the peanut inside.
Yeah, of course.
As you can tell, I am a food aficionado, so...
Of course, how can I forget? But back to the football at hand. They are playing a 5 at the back of City. Laporte's out on that left-hand side of the three. Garcia in the middle. And Fernandinho to the right. Fernandinho's been quite shaky so far, I'd say. Good pass into Sterling though. Sterling squares his man up, tries to get it to De Bruyne. It's cleared away, and it's won back though by Fernandinho. Tries to look for that pass through to Jesus, but Walker is going to find Jesus. Jesus inside right hand channel of the box. De Bruyne, is he offside there? No, blocked and whacked clear by Maxwell Cornet.
I think
Gonna be a lot of that
De Bruyne
tonight.
was behind. Yeah, De Bruyne was behind him. I think, but again, Lyon looking like when they get that counter attack, they can really do something. Fernandinho sniffs this one out, but they look like they've got that energy to go straight for it when they're winning back.
That might be why they've gone for the 5 at the back to stop that counter attack opportunity. Maxwell Cornet started very well, I think. He's looking dangerous. That's a really nice ball. Never mind. By Gumaresh. It's cut out. It just always happens that when you see a ball pinging across and you think, oh, it's going to be all right, screaming past that. And it just gets cut out at the last second.
The thing is, it pings it like it's one of them beauty balls and then it just doesn't get enough pace. First yellow card of the game, though, for Dubois.
Yeah, it was a nasty one on Cancelo. He's obviously left a little bit in him.
I think he stabs at him, if anything.
He's still complaining now. He is on a yellow card.
I do think it's very early for a card. I know.
Oh, he stood on his ankle, to be fair. I don't know why Cancelo's gone down like he's been shot. And he's like, why is he holding his knee?
You got to play. You know what? I'm just waiting for a Region situation where he went down, clutching his knee, and then had to put some contacts in. It's one of my favourite things. I was watching, I was like, oh, Region's gone down, he's holding his knee. This might not be good. Oh, never mind, he's putting some contacts in.
Oh, we'll have to see about that tomorrow when we do this.
It's going to be a very fun game tomorrow.
Well, I hope so, but Lyon could have a counter-attack here. Fernandinho stuffed it out again, but it has fall to Kakare, who finds Toko Kambi. Memphis is lurking in there. Akambi, good defending by, I think it's... I don't know who that was. Was that Cancelo out there? I don't think so. But it is a throw into Lyon high up the pitch, and that manager's still playing noughts and crosses with himself.
He's playing it with himself. I mean...
Yeah. Lyon, the first time they've been in the Man City half with sustained pressure, is... Oh, it's Depay. He's going to lose it. He's going to win the throw-in again, though. But
I mean, City really, with playing at 5 at the back, one of the centre backs, which is normally Fernandinho, is allowed to push out and sort of sniff out a tackle if he needs to.
Yeah, I think when they're defending, it's a 5 at the back, but Fernandinho probably does push into midfield because he's probably the best passer of the ball.
Yeah.
Another throw-in for Lyon.
Yeah. So game slowed down a little bit now. Just a little bit.
Hasn't been a shot for a while.
No.
But I think this will give Lyon confidence because they've started quite well. They're defending quite well. They look dangerous on the counter. They've set up very well, and the throw-ins come to Depay. And they've won another throw-in far up the pitch on the left-hand side.
Yeah. I mean, it's what you want, some sustained pressure, forcing City to actually do some defending.
Yeah, and obviously we know that they're not that well off at the back. Maxwell Cornet is absolutely dripping in sweat already. He's going to go long throw, though. It's going to be a long throw into the box. Goes long towards Toko Kambi. It's going to be nodded down and cleared away by De Bruyne. Don't go out for a throw-in. It's going to be taken down well, though, by, I think that's Marcal. It is Marcal, and he's back to Anthony Lopez. For Lyon, they had a decent... I think any time they get a little bit of sustained pressure in the City box, it's good.
Yeah.
They don't want to give the ball away cheaply, like they did just then. Don't want to win the header, though. Jesus Christ, he just out-jumped Buddy Gundogan.
Fair play to him.
And that's a foul.
No.
Someone else is getting a yellow card. Yeah, he is. I think he's getting the yellow out for Kevin De Bruyne.
No, he's not. He's told him to F off.
The slicked back hair of the referee. It is a foul, to be fair. He has a...
The slicked back hair is definitely a pro club's AI haircut.
He looks like Steve McManaman if you were like 20 years younger.
You know, I feel like we should get some more justice for referee. Why can't the referees have cool haircuts like the players? They've always got dead. They're either bald or long, slick back hair.
Could you imagine a referee with Jason Denaya's haircut? Like the full locks. There was a ball down the field here, and Toko Kambi, left-hand side of the penalty area, faced up by Eric Garcia. He's done well, Toko Kambi, to find some room. And Depay, the tricks are coming out now. Back to Akambi. Going back to Marcal.
Yeah, Lyon going back to the defence now after deep into City's half.
Yeah, I think, obviously, Maxwell Cornet drifted into the box there when Toko Kambi went. And they're going to go backwards, slow the game down. they don't want to concede here where the game's fast-paced, get caught on the counter. They have played very well in this opening 15 minutes of the game. It's not been the most entertaining side to watch, but I'm hoping it jumps into life in the next 30 minutes.
At least it's a back and forth tie. I think it's, which I
Yeah.
suppose you want a back and forth game. As good as yesterday's game was, it went back and forth.
I also think a lot of people were expecting Man City to come here and steamroll Lyon, and so far we've not really seen that. They've had one chance, which was snuffed out well by Marcal. So far, Lyon have probably been the team that have threatened the most a little bit. That was handball.
That is handball. I'm about to say Lyon really have seemed to have all of it. You've seen that City had an early chance. As City win a throw-in in their own half. But yeah, City had the early chance, but yeah, they've just been forced to sit back and defend from especially Cornet, who seems very dangerous on that wing, with obviously Toko Kambe and Depay. A lot of focus on that left side.
Yeah, they seem to be drifting out here quite a bit. Maybe I think they've highlighted Fernandinho as the weakness. He looks a bit shaky. Of course, Kyle Walker did that little bit of questionable defending earlier on when he chested it back, or shouldered it back, should I say, to Ederson. Jason Denayer applying a bit of good pressure there, and he's going to concede the free kick to Raheem Sterling, though.
I mean, if you put Denayer and Sterling in a fight, I think we know who would win. So, convincing her. Oh, did that go right to Sterling's dick?
That's lovely.
Oh, the ball bounced to him. I can say that. I'd go into his dick.
We have 17 minutes in, though, here, and it's been like I think I've said this like 4 or 5 times. It's not been a dull affair by any means. It's just been meh, I think.
Yeah, it's very similar to sort of City's last game against Real before Varane had his mares. And same with probably Lyon. If it's Lyon Juve, you had them early penalties.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like the Leipzig Atletico.
Oh, but someone's been caught in possession here. It's good defended again by Denayer, and those 3 centre-halves so far have been fantastic. Maybe a chance on the right-hand side now. It's good covering by the City player. And he's won the throw-in for his team.
I was strengthening Toko Kambe there. I think, is it Cancelo? I think yeah, it's Cancelo.
Good defending by Cancelo, to be fair, there to stop.
Put his body on the line.
Yeah, it's good defending. Whacked downfield again, looking for Jesus, who's not the strongest. He is up against 3 centre-halves on his own tonight. He might struggle a little bit.
Obviously, you're City without Sergio Aguero, which is we know it's such a big miss. Gabriel Jesus is not the same as Aguero. We all know that.
Yeah.
But he did what he needed to do in the previous fixtures. It's really his chance now to prove that he can.
Leon coming with the ball into the box. Sorry to interrupt you. It's come to nothing. Continue what you were saying.
It's just Jesus' chance to say that, right, look, if you play me and Aguero together, I can outperform him, or I can do a job for us when it's needed. But yeah, he's going to have a tough job tonight coming against this Lyon defence, who has been great so far in this game.
Yeah, I think that for Man City, I don't think Gabriel Jesus is the next question to the answer to Sergio Aguero when he leaves. For me, he just isn't good enough. He needs 4 or 5 chances to score. Sometimes, like we see in the Real Madrid game, he took that chance quite well. But for me, there's just a level between him and Sergio Aguero. Lovely crossfield ball there to pick out Dubois.
It's well controlled by him as well.
Toko Kambe. Back to Bruno Guimaraes. Space opens up for him, but he's going to go out wide to Dubois again. What can he do? Still Dubois. Tries to flick one down the inside. Oh, has got there. And pulls it back and nobody's there. It's going to come back. Brilliant sliding tackle, which might count as a shot on goal by Marcal.
They definitely cost a shot on goal. I think City are counter-attacking here.
They are. Lovely pass downfield to De Bruyne. De Bruyne trying to flick one through first time for Jesus, but initially, Rowan, that pass from the right wing back, incredible.
It was great, and it's a control there, and then they're pushing down that thing, tries to square it across, there's just no one there, and it's it's tried to clear, and Marcal goes for a tackle. It will count as a shot, I'm guessing. And then City on the counter with Ederson. We laughed at De Bruyne played at right wing, but that's where he was when the ball got played to him. He tried to play it first time. It goes straight into the hands of Lopez.
Yeah, I mean, exciting so far. It's been. I say exciting. That was exciting when we saw Dubois put a ball in. But Lyon are coming again with Maxwell Cornet down left hand side. Back to Guimaraes, who's ran the show a little bit, but that's going to be intercepted. And City maybe on a counter-attack with that creative man, De Bruyne. It's a 2-on-5. De Bruyne tries to play in Sterling. Denea's not got the pace for him. Denayer has done brilliantly there to keep up with Sterling.
And he didn't have pace for him, but he held on enough to get that footed.
And now the Lyon players are back as that counter-attack has been snuffed out, fluffed out, whatever the bloody term is.
Snuffed out, I think, yeah. Snuffed out of fire, don't you? Yeah, snuffed out.
It's been snuffed out, that attack. We're 21 minutes into this game so far. And
I've
City
just seen some
forward again. Go on.
I've seen some comments, and I haven't had my proper stream out before. Alexa's here. Welcome back, Alexa. Here, Leon, very fast so far. To be fair, also you boys play fantasy football. Never seen Pep switch his formation like this and then go 3-5-2 from the start, which seems to be the formation he'll build from. I started to play fantasy football, and then I gave up.
I think we're going to do a league next season, like the five of us. Sorry, with Will. I think we'll probably do a fantasy league next season.
Could probably just invite all the fans on.
We could do. We could invite everybody that wants to do it on. Yeah, I'd go for that.
I've got a feeling I know where I'm going to place in the top corner of fantasy football league. But never seen Pep switch his formation like this. You got 3-5-2 from the start, which seems to be the formation he'll build from. Can't remember if I remembered it, but
yeah, I think it's a 3-5-2 when they're defending, but when they're coming forward, I think Fernandinho's going to jump into midfield a little bit, come forward and make it maybe a 4 in a 6 in midfield.
Yeah.
Such as a 4 at the 2 at the back with Laporte and Garcia, but City coming forward again down left hand side with Cancelo cutting into his left foot, playing a lovely ball to Sterling. Sterling now in the box, facing up Denayer, pulls it back, lovely defending by Aouar, and he's dancing his way through, and he's going to win a foul there against Gundogan.
Oh, I thought Gundogan got the ball then, but yeah, incredible. He sees KDB outside the box and immediately knows to just go for the block.
Yeah, initially, great play by the fullback so far in this game. Looking back for Cancelo, I think, who initially gave it to him, and Gundogan's just bundled Aouar over. It's definitely a foul. Elbows in the back. Good defending by Lyon, though, so far.
Yeah, good defending from the centre mid, which you wouldn't expect. But yeah, Denayer sort of cuts off that channel for Sterling not to play the ball in. And yeah, Aouar sniffs out and tries to go off the counter, going to bringing him down. And 23 minutes in, and it is a very fast affair. Both sides looking like they're going to go for 8 points. I said Lyon have had the upper hand.
Oh, it's a lovely ball by Marcal over the top. Is Toko Ekambi onside? I think he is. Toko Ekambi, brilliant defending. Maxwell Cornet on the turn. It's in.
Oh,
and Lyon are in front. I'm not sure if it's offside or not, but Lyon might have just scored. It's a fantastic finish by Cornet. I think they're going to VAR.
Is so far out. Yeah, they will go to VAR. I'll put the score up there, but yeah, Edison's so far off his line because he just sees Toko Ekambi. But I think is it Eric Garcia who plays that last minute, does a last ditch tackle, and he thinks he's done it, and then Cornet just curls it just past Edison.
What a fantastic finish that is! The referee is checking it for VAR. Initially, Marcal, what a pass that is! I think he's onside.
I think he's off. I think he's shouldered off.
Walker's playing him onside, I think. But it's a lovely pass downfield. It's a lovely tackle. I think it is by Eric Garcia, and Cornet just finishes it in. To me, I think that might be onside, Ron.
I think his shoulder is just offside. This one's definitely going to go to VAR. It's a great finish. Edison doesn't try to open up his body to make the block, and Cornet sees that and does a lovely, just curling finish round in bottom left.
And I said to Josh yesterday, when you're on top in a one-legged tie, you have to capitalise and you have to score while you're on top. And Lyon, this goal should count, and they have. And it is on top. And I think Kyle Walker's arguing a little bit with Pep Guardiola there on the sideline.
It's been given.
It has been given. And Lyon are in front. And if you watch it again, look at Kyle Walker, bottom of the screen, Rowan. He is playing Toko Ekambi on side.
We just saw Walker and Pep get into it there. Kyle Walker's had him there. It's a great last-ditch tackle by Garcia, but there's no other defenders there.
I think the credit for me goes to Maxwell Cornet because that's a tight angle.
That's an incredible finish by him.
He has been the best player on the pitch as well for me. Him and Marcal have been the best players on the pitch. And Lyon lead against Manchester City, probably the favourites for the tie. And at this current moment in time, 25 minutes in, Lyon will be playing Bayern Munich next week.
Kettle just said Cornet is a sexy guy, pass it on.
Oh,
that
honestly.
is a beautiful finish.
It is. He's done well, to be fair, but Fernandinho's whacked it against Aouar and City under pressure again. It's clear weather. Man Maxwell Cornet obviously started his career off as a winger. He's now playing as a wing back. We've seen a lot of teams in Europe try and turn people into wing backs. I'm talking like the likes of Juan Cuadrado and Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia from Man United. But Maxwell Cornet is learning the trade. Alphonso Davies as well. He's another fantastic example.
That's also a great ball. Is it Mark Howell who plays the first ball?
Yeah, it is Mark Howell who just played a fantastic ball downfield. Toko Ekambi obviously did well to stay on side, but the finish is exquisite by Maxwell Cornet.
I think the first time you see it, you didn't think it's amazing, and you look back at that, it's an incredible finish by Cornet.
And all the Lyon players are giving it limbs, and why bloody hell wouldn't you?
I mean, this is big for Lyon now. You're 1-0 up. City now have got to go for the goal to at least put it 1-1 at half-time, 26 minutes in.
We're just looking at the stats now. 0 attempts for Manchester City in 26 minutes. 2 attempts for Lyon. It's an absolute masterclass at the moment by the manager.
Well, the thing is, City have had the more possession, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if Lyon are getting chances, and they've made City pay from an error from what seems like it's Kyle Walker playing Toko Ekambi onside.
Yeah, I mean, here comes Sterling down this side. He is kind of trapped there between fantastic defending by Bruno Gomes, I think it is there. What can he do? He's holding Sterling off again. What is he doing? He's trying to back it to Denayer, and Denayer is going to commit a foul on Gundogan.
He is. I mean, you've seen the one positive life with City is Cancelo and Sterling. We've seen that same ball where Cancelo cuts it through, Sterling runs out the wings, and at least that's, I suppose, a positive light for this City side.
Yeah, I think Bruno Gomes showing a bit of youthful naivety there. He should have just whacked that clear, really. No need to just dawdle on it and try and hold stuff. Someone's gone down in box there. It's corner. City have got a free kick pretty much next to the corner flag that Kevin De Bruyne will try and float in. There's a lot of people in there.
I don't see him go for the shot here.
I mean, it is Kevin De Bruyne, though. Just seeing Laporte just absolutely manhandling Cornet and pushing him to the floor.
It's one thing if I were a proper football player, so annoying me the free kicks or corners. It's like, get off me.
It's coming in now, and I think he went for the shot, to be fair, and it's fisted away by Lopez. It's back to De Bruyne. It's going to wait for it to go out, and he's going to try a quick throw in down the line, and it's going to be snuffed out by a number of... It's just the Bly's snuffed it out. What am I talking about?
He gets another throw in, though. Yeah, I think poo from KDB there. I don't know why. I'm guessing it was a shot, but yeah, Lopez punches it, and a bit of a missed opportunity there for City.
Yeah, I mean they need to do something, because so far, like I said, they've not had a shot on target, and they've lost it in their own half again here. And Depay finds Aouar, and there's space to run into. He's trying to go on it alone. He's took it past Fernandinho, and he's won a foul. And I think Fernandinho might be getting the yellow card here.
Yeah, I saw the referee go to... Yeah, he has. Fernandinho now being carded.
He needs to be careful, because obviously if Lyon are on the counter now, and I think Aouar did well there, because he could have passed it out wide to his left to Markel or Cornet, but he chose to drive inside and go himself and win the free kick, and it's a good position for the likes of... It's a good decision for the position for the likes of Depay to have a shot from here.
For sure. We need to see what they do, because are they just a bit... Are they straight centre, or are they a bit to the right? I couldn't tell from... So I'd say, are they going to cross it in here, or will he go for the shot?
I think if I'm Memphis Depay, I'm going for the shot. I've seen him score a 40-yard free kick for PSV before. He loves the shot.
You've seen Edison has been a bit shaky this game. Obviously, when Kyle Walker tried to chest it back, he didn't fully catch it. The goal, he really just wasn't ready for it.
Well, Depay's tried to chip it over to number 6. I think it's Marcelo, and I think it's come off Fernandinho and Walker. And is it cleared away? It's a free kick, I think, to Man City. It is. Marcelo giving a bit of afters to Kyle Walker.
That's a great clearance by Walker.
Yeah, Marcelo just clipped him on the knee as he was clearing it, and a bit of afters after it. Bernardo Silva's giving it limbs on the bench. I don't know why. He's having a go.
Bernardo Silva on 3 miles away from where the stadium is.
Thank you for that, Rowan. Where did you find that?
It's from the BT Sport commentary. Luckily, I've got commentary on. Yeah, which is very useful if one person has it on. But yeah, because you get useful facts like that.
Makes you sound incredibly smart, doesn't it?
It does. Which I'm not. Ooh.
Oh, Cornet's done well there to stop KDB from getting in.
I was like, what's cornered? And then he's heading it with the back of his head, but somehow it's paid off.
Yeah, and Man City coming again down the left-hand side with João Cancelo. Skips past one, does well to get past the boy, whips the ball in, and it's fisted away, not clearly by Lopez, and he's got just about recovered to smack it from the
Not
reach
cleared well, though.
Gundogan. It's not cleared, but Aouar's done fantastically well. He slipped over, unfortunately, and Rodri and Man City can reload with Sterling, who takes it past one, takes it past two, left on side of the penalty area. He's going to have to go backwards. Still going. It's great defended again by Lyon, and Dubois clears it, and there could be a count on here for Toko Kambi. Couldn't quite get to the pie, and City sustained pressure here. And like I said, Ron, when you're on top, you need to score. Kyle Walker now on the right-hand side.
It's an incredible double save by Lopez. Makes an initiative, and then it comes out into the middle of the box for a volley. I think it was for Gundogan. And Lopez just basically puts all of his body in, and Walker tries to play a ball in there, and nothing happens.
Yeah, now there could be another counter-attack as Caceres played it to the pie, but his first touch is not good, and Fernandinho and Garcia can whack it clear off his feet. But again, the counter-attack option is there.
I think you play that through to Toko Kambi. What's it called? Depay was double man mark. He was in like double coverage, as to say in the NFL. But yeah, he had two men on him. I think Toko Kambi only had one, and he looked like he was peeling away from him. But yeah, that Lyon counter attack. Woo.
Yeah, it's looking dangerous. It's looking very dangerous as of now. They have been the better side in the first half. City, I think that probably will count as their first shot on target. They're going to win another free kick here. And Fernandinho's already been yellow carded, remember? And he's just committed no foul. It could be off here.
I'm just trying to think of the City bench who will come on for.
It is a foul. I'm not sure it's a yellow card foul. Of course, Fernandinho will have had his heart in his mouth when he made that foul.
Yeah.
Just looking at it again, he comes out to punch it, does Lopez. Don't get anything on it. And it falls to Gundogan, and Lopez dived on it to clear it away again.
It is quite an incredible double save. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the bench. So Fernandinho is playing a centre-back. You've got John Stones. You've got Zinchenko could probably come on there. Ben Mendy, Otamendi. But yeah.
Well, for me, I'd if Fernandinho did get sent off, move Kyle Walker to centre-half. Put Cancelo right back, then Mendy or Zinchenko left back. I think for City, though, if they lost a player, it would get harder for them chasing the game. With 10 men, there'll be more space, of course. Lyon have got a throw-in on the right-hand side, though.
Yeah, I think the one thing that City are always going to have the upper hand over a lot of teams is their quality of depth of bench. You look at Lyon's bench, and there isn't anyone that you think would make an impact, but you look at City's, Bernardo Silva, David Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, just because Foden had a great game against Real Madrid. But yeah, you look at both Silvas and Mahrez, you think, well, they three people can easily get to the starting limit guaranteed. And with Lyon, for me, there's not many amazing. I think you've got Dembele and Traore, Ready Adelaide, as I said before the game. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see with what subs does Pep make, even if he tries to make something maybe half time.
I think Foden probably come on. Again, they haven't got really any attackers that could come out. It's a lovely ball, lovely defending again by Jason Denayer, and he's going to concede the throw into Sterling though. He's defended well against. He's done well against Sterling, though, Denayer, of course. Cancelo trying to get past Dubois, and Dubois going to defend.
I think Denayer's finally noticed that the link-up play between Cancelo and Sterling, and now he's just got eyes on Sterling. He's like a predator. Yeah. The Predator.
It's like a Predator. The Predator. Sorry.
Not a Predator.
It's not like a Predator. He won't be with Chris Hansen.
He will not be with Chris Hansen.
It's back to City, though. Someone's down. Potential end injuries. Back up now, I think, Gabriel Jesus. They're going to work out wide into the middle, to Fernandinho, who's giving the ball away again. And unfortunately for City, fortunately for City, should I say, Memphis Depay's header couldn't find Toko Kambi or Aouar.
Yeah, so you have to be careful here, because surely they would have noticed this counter-attack of Lyon. And yet they seem to just try to... Fernandinho seems to be pushing extremely high. Surely he would have noticed that they need some depth at the back as a precaution.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming against City, but there's no real pace to their football, I don't think. I think João Cancelo might get caught in possession here. He's done well to get it to Garcia.
But there's only one man who seems to be actually showing some proper pace, and that is Cancelo. possibly Sterling. But yeah, everyone else, Gabriel Jesus, been quite invisible this game.
Fernandinho's checked back into midfield. So plays a crossfield ball, looking for Cancelo, takes it on his chest, hits it off the head of Dubai, and Kakare can bring it clear for Lyon. And there's a ball on if you could try pass it. It's a lovely challenge, though, by Cancelo again.
I don't think you...
I think it's a good challenge, though.
I do. I think it's a dive there from Kakare. Let's look in here. That's a great tackle. Maybe not a dive, actually. So I landed, but that's an incredible tackle from Cancelo. I say Lyon have definitely been the better side this game.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's no doubt in that. Markel and Cornet have been probably the best two players on the pitch, and they've just linked up again. Back to Markel on the edge of the first half, on the edge of the Man City half, and Cornet was almost in again. Trying to find him. Fernandinho defended well. There's going to be a clash of heads and a stoppage in play for the first time in the game.
Yeah, 36 minutes on the clock in this game, but we should get a bit of added time. I mean, we saw a big head-on collision. I don't know if you saw it in the Leipzig Atletico between Savic and Halstenberg. Yeah. Not as severe then. Did they even touch each other in the head?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't think they did.
Pep is not happy.
He's not happy with any of them.
Don't you think that Pep always wears like weird coloured jumpers? Like, what is that?
He likes the beige jumpers, the grey colours, sort of the yellow milky. It looks at Lyon looking nice in the press, honestly, and the derp defending. I mean, they've got to make the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've said it a few times already. When you're on top, especially in one-legged ties, you have to capitalise. Man City have just had a spell where they are on top. This stoppage in play will help Lyon for sure because it slows the game down, slows the pace down, and they can regroup now. Like a little mini drinks break, even though they're not supposed to have them now. Fernandinho is back on his feet. Aouar's back on his feet. They're going to have a drop ball. I think it's going to be City. It's because it's uncontested now. They can't have real drop balls because of the COVID situation, and City are going to come forward with Gundogan and Cancelo, who's been Man City's best player so far. The ball onto Sterling is on again, and here is Sterling against Denayer again. Sterling tries to take him when he's outside. Done well to get past Denayer. Still not past Denayer, to be fair, and Denayer commits the foul, I think.
It does.
Unless
I mean,
that's Sterling the yellow card. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it's going to be yellow, but yeah, Denayer probably the same foul as he did in that space 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Sterling's done well to win it. He's just forced Denayer to step in.
He's defended his space well, Denayer, but he's given away two fouls, and like you said, it's pretty much the exact same space he did when he fouled Jesus earlier on, and another chance for City to get a ball into the box, which caused Lopez some problems.
They did. He were a poor first free kick by KDB. Let's see if he can do better from here.
He's going to shoot, and Lopez again chooses to punch it out. It's going to be headed back to De Bruyne, who's faced up by De Bruyne's crossings. Gone over the head of everyone out for a goal kick. Or from KDB.
I suppose he's just trying to test Lopez here.
Yeah, I mean...
it's close on that, you know.
He's probably seen that he was a bit flappy on the first one. Probably just gone, like, maybe I can just get it rebound to someone and someone will put it in. Jaslund has said, imagine City losing, lol.
Imagine. I mean, you would have spotted, but then you think the Bayern-Lyon game, you can just sort of... Alarm bells are just going off for no Lyon, but they've defended incredibly well against this City side, so... Yeah,
I think I'm excited for whoever goes through, to be honest, because this Lyon side have got a good story behind them, of course. They're playing some good football as well. Like they'll beat Juventus and Man City if they do go through. Of course, still got a long way to go. We're not even past the first half yet. City can turn on a team in 2 seconds. Lyon just needs to keep it up. The half-time, I think it needs to come. Is that going to be a free kick? I think it is.
Yeah. I think this is the first game that I haven't gone for a draw.
Yeah.
An extra time. Oh, Connor's still down.
I think, is he still down? Is he back up now?
I don't know. I think he's still down because you see Toko Kambe there running to cover Connor's position.
Well, that's a free kick to City.
That's a free kick.
It's a free kick to Lyon. And Welchie said, Man City have always been lacking leadership since Company left. That's been their main problem this season. I agree with you, Chris. Defensively and leadership-wise, they just don't have the balls, do they, anymore?
I think in the midfield they've got it. KDB is a very quiet but commanding player, if that makes sense. I know you will see him pointing a lot in the game, but yeah, when they lost company, they're missing someone. You expect so not your veteran players, but like Kyle Walker, Laporte. He spent a lot of time in Spain. You'd expect sort of them to step up, and I don't think they really have that natural leader.
Yeah, I mean, Jocelyn said, imagine Bayern Lyon 10-0 in the final. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're a Chelsea fan, so I don't think you can disrespect Lyon after Bayern Munich beat you, 7-1 on aggregate, was it?
Yeah. It'll be very interesting. Let's say Leon do go through, it stays as it is. It'll be a very interesting game because, well, I said it could be like we could see a City thrashing here or Leon sneaking a win. And I feel like maybe I don't think with the same band I do see a Bayern win, but I think Leon will really give him a run for the money.
I think obviously there was a lot of things going wrong with the Bayern. There's a lot of things going wrong in Barcelona's whole football organisation, their heritage, everything like that. They've had a complete rebuild. A lot of people lost their jobs yesterday, and a lot of people will be replaced. I think Gerard Piqué did come out and say that if they want him to quit, he will be the first one to quit. Which to me, I don't agree with that, because I'd want to stand up and take responsibility and get back on the side of the fans, not just we lost 8-2, now that's it, I'm out of here.
Well, I know in the first conference he said how we'll take responsibility, and I know that Quique Setien put blame on Piqué.
I mean, it was very shit yesterday.
It was. But I'm a fan of him just saying, I'll leave. If they want me to leave to rebuild, I will leave.
Yeah,
he's got a good life, and he gets to go home to Shakira every night.
There's a chance Sterling is absolutely sat down. Maxwell Corney's put it back, and the shot, and it's filled by Lopez again. I think the shot was from Rodri, on the edge of the box, and
weak shot by Rodri there.
It was a very tame effort. I think Sterling's onside as well. Absolutely sits Maxwell Corney on his backside. Mark Al even goes for a slip and slide at middle, and Rodri tried to pass it into the back of the net, and it's spilled by Lopez, who's looked a little bit shaky, hasn't he, for Lyon?
He has, yeah. I mean, you've seen it with the two KDB free kicks. He's had to punch him out in there, spilling the ball again. For me, I think that it should be 1-0. Rodri should be finishing that. If not, literally flick it straight across to Jesus. But yeah, I mean, it's better sounds for City. Chris said, Man City needs to stand that leader in the transfer window. Is Koulibaly a leader? I'm not sure. Definitely quality defender. Who would you guys suggest? I mean, they need lead defence. Koulibaly is definitely a centre-back that they need to bring in. The problem is another ball by KDB in the corner.
Corner for Man City, sorry.
I think the problem is leaders come from tenured players. And sometimes it might take a while to get that natural leader. Yeah.
It's 1 second round. De Bruyne pulls it back. It's going to be cleared this time by Corney, or will it be cleared? He's dawdling, and it's still dawdling. He's scuffed his clearance. Man City are absolutely all over Lyon at the moment, and it's fantastic. This is the City
we expected.
This game sparked to life a little bit more. Sterling's come to life, and here he is against Marcal. Back to Rodri. We'll answer your point in a second, Chris, after this attack capitulated. Almost snuck back there by Toko Cambion.
Still going though,
Laporte to Cancelo. I have to go backwards.
They're trying to find something.
Yeah, they're trying to find a way through, of course. Gundogan to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, with his back to goal, he's going to win another corner. But to answer Chris's point, just with what you said, Ron, I think it's agreed. They come from tenured players. I don't think many footballers in the world are natural born leaders anymore, but just because of the way football's progressing. But I think that there's nobody in the City side that really sparks me as a genuine leader. Not even De Bruyne.
I'm just thinking at start 11, because obviously David Silva's going, who's going to be their longest standing player at the club?
I think Aguero.
Yeah, Aguero. And I think if you're going to have a leader, he needs to be in the midfield of the pitch, just because he can talk to the defence, he can talk to the strikers. I think Aguero can be a leader, and it would help, but I think it'd help if you have a midfielder or even a centre-back.
I don't think Koulibaly, I don't even know if he speaks English or not. Because obviously I don't know, because I don't know him personally.
I'm guessing he speaks French and Italian, so probably not.
Yeah, of course. That could be a big barrier for him if he's going to be a leader at the back. Of course, I don't think you see that many genuine leaders in football anymore. Because I'd say Bayern Munich at the back, Jerome Boateng, not necessarily a leader. He's just experienced. Whereas
Yeah,
City don't have the experience at centre back when they've got for Bayern Munich, you've got Alaba and Boateng, who are both world class centre halves. Whereas Laporte is a world class centre half, but Eric Garcia is nowhere near the level that they need him to be, which is
no, and
unfortunate.
I sort of like,
Oh, what a pass that is! It's come to Sterling. He shoots. Good save.
oh,
I think it might be a block from Cornet actually, and it's a corner. What a pass from De Bruyne!
that's outside of the foot. Kevin De Bruyne just pings it through Sterling. It's that last ditch block by Martial, which sort of gets a little
Oh,
dink and
just
Sterling
seen that.
can't
Wow.
control it.
It's blocked by Cornet. It is in the end, and like I said, Maxwell Cornet and Mark Albin, the best two players on the pitch so
You
far.
know what? If Corner's not, I think that sneaks in bottom left because Lopez doesn't have his right arm up.
Ball's in and it's cleared over the head. It's come back to Sterling, who's going to lose it to Kakare, but it's going to come back for City with Rodri. Other side, Corner's whacking it clear again. Lyon have to get to half time at 1-0. They are under sustained pressure. They've been under sustained pressure for about 15 minutes now.
Yeah, City having all the ball. But again, nothing's coming through. We had a great chance just then with Sterling, but Martial and Cornet doing some great last-ditch efforts. But yeah, City need this goal and Lyon really don't. With
Yeah,
40 seconds left.
coming forward with Cancelo, tries an over the top ball. It's going to come to nothing. Marcelo nods it to safety and Cornet with no pressure on him, can whack it clear, but he's giving the ball straight back to Rodri. And City can
Again.
build again with Kyle Walker on this right hand side. Gonna have to go backwards, I think. He's got nobody in front of him. Fits it. It's a good pass by Walker to get out of pressure, and he finds Eric Garcia. Here's Laporte.
Just switching it now to this left-hand side.
Here's Cancelo to Sterling. What can he do? Gets past one. Dubois, good defending, and he chips it over his head. And Guimaraes is going to win the throw-in, I think. I think that might be half-time, actually. It is. Half-time, 1-0 to Lyon.
Yeah, I mean, at least we've had a goal. At least we've had a goal. Lyon 1-0 up at the half. Sano plays Cornet, Martial for Lyon. For Manchester City, it's going to be Cancelo and Sterling. If you talk about that, Kieran, sort of your half-time review.
I think it's been very lackluster from Man City from that point of view. Lyon, though, have been fantastic. They've defended well. They've attacked well when they've had the ball. They've used the ball quite well. In their they've probably had about 35% possession of the whole half. City, on the other hand, like they've had a few good chances like that still towards the end of the half. They are feeling their way back into this match. The half time's come at the right time for Lyon because if that was 5-10 minutes extra, City probably want to be going in at 1-1. But for Lyon now, it's a big half time talk for the manager, probably the biggest of his career. If they want to get to a semi final of the Champions League and potentially get to the final, maybe upset Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I mean, we saw early on Lyon had all of the pressure on City, and then I think when City finally found the flow in the game, like you said, solid 15 minutes of domination, but Lyon held on, and I think that was the biggest thing going into the half. I think at half time now, it's for Pep, it's going to saying keep on doing what you were doing in the half, and for Lyon, it's well, look at the start we had, and you know what, we had a good end to the half. You defended well. Play that ball to Cornet. Even Dubois on that right side has had some moments where Lyon looked like they were dangerous. I think for Lyon, you just stay as you are because you'll sneak that counter attack. You really will. It's gonna go get a drink quickly. So I can talk.
Yeah. No worries at all. I'll entertain the stream, of course. So if you, I know Chris, you went for a 3-1 prediction. There's a lot of people that were thinking that Man City would stroll this game. I necessarily didn't think they'd stroll the game. I think they'd win the game. But on that first half display, unless something drastically changes in the second half, I think Lyon are going through. So, I mean, of course, there's still 45 minutes of football to play, potentially more if City do grab a goal and it goes to extra time. It's a big 45 minutes for Manchester City, and it's a big 45 minutes for Pep Guardiola. It could be a year without any, without any success. They have won the McDonald's Shield and the Carabao Cup, of course. I wonder what Pep Guardiola's saying in the dressing room at half time.
Yeah. Have you read the comments, or do you want me to while you go grab a drink?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the toilet, actually.
Toilet, he's going to go for a piss.
Yes.
What the fuck? Bayern's biggest win was 23-0 last year. I'm guessing that was pre-season friendly. I'm going to get Saarbrücken in a pre-season friendly. Dressland, if you can let me know who they played. I'm going to go Saarbrücken. This is just a suggestion. People can laugh if they want, but I'm serious. Ben Mee, Burnley's leader, start youth career at City. Or Lewis Duncan, leader at Brighton, moved to City is a big challenge. That's the only problem with them being at City. Whenever City have considered first they've struggled this season, correct. I mean, Kieran's probably better to answer. He's watched the Premier League a lot more than me. But talking about sort of the players that you think, yeah, you look at that Burnley side, right? They seem to build leaders. Obviously, my boy James Tarkowski, he can seem things. Ben Mee. The problem with City is they have only now been able to get an incredible youth build up and actually start to use them. Phil Foden, Eric Garcia. You look at then who else have you got? They've. I know it's a big topic in football. I'm glad that KL in here. Or I finally get a chance to talk about. I think people hate City because they've got the money, but at the end of the day, you've got to look at your club. Let's say, Chris, like for Carlisle, I know that you're probably club, but for me, Oldham, if a Saudi owner came to Oldham and went, "We're going to inject 300 million into your club, we'll get you to the Premier League, and we'll give you a thingy," you're going to go, "Oh well, great, yeah, I'm not going to complain here." The other teams are also going to complain because it's not their team. It is just a game of luck. However, City were in the Premier League before this big takeover, and yes, they have definitely broken financial fair play. We've known it, but we've seen where it can hinder them. They don't have that natural leader. They have company because he was there before it. They have David Silva as there, but he's going, and they haven't really built anyone up. Like Phil Foden is probably the only person who's come up through City, and yet I don't think he's ready to be a natural leader yet. You can obviously sign someone to be a leader, but he's coming to a new team. He's not going to know everyone. And
Ron,
it is
you know all about leaders. You signed Robin Koch on at FM.
On FM, I signed Robin Koch, James Tarkowski, natural leaders.
Just a bit of context about it. Rowan is Southampton.
I'm Southampton, yeah. Also, I'm on the FM server. I've just signed Joe Hart, former Manchester City man.
You signed Joe Hart?
Yeah, for 140k. He's my backup goalkeeper.
Fuck off! You've had right. He's had Carl Darlow. Who else? Jack Rose, who was a teenager. You played against me in Cup.
Fraser Forster, Alex McArthur, Angus Gunn is my starter.
I've still got Guaita as my goalkeeper. So yeah, just a bit of context. Rowan is Southampton. I'm Palace. Josh is Newcastle. Kieran L's Watford, and then Will is West Ham.
Yeah, we've been doing this now. We're on 2 seasons deep.
We're entering our 3rd season now.
Yeah.
It's transfer window that always takes fucking ages as a transfer window because everyone's making deals.
I've just spilled water all over myself.
Rowan's not spilled water. This is how interesting this game's been. No, I'm kidding. It is half time, so there's not much to talk about half time.
I mean, what we've got coming up on the channel? So tomorrow, it's a Sunday tomorrow. So at 10 to 2ish, I'm back with the F1 watchalongs. It's something I've loved doing. We've got Barcelona this time. Hamilton is on pole again with Bottas and Verstappen P2, P3. As usual, let me mute my phone. So that's at 2:10. Then later on at 7:45, I'm guessing it'll be, me and KD are back with Sevilla versus Manchester United, the big semi-final Europa League tie. Single leg fixture. Obviously, KD will be rooting for Manchester United. I think I'm going to be rooting for Sevilla just because I've followed them through this Europa League. I've gotten a little love for them now. But that'll be a very entertaining game. Hopefully, a lot of goals. On Monday, we've got tier list with Kieran.
And Josh. It's Josh.
This week's with Josh. They're doing the championship predictions.
We are doing the championship predictions.
So tune in to Monday at what time?
It is going to be at 3:00.
3:00. So tune in to 3:00 on Monday for that. There'll be a watch along on Monday. That's Shakhtar versus Inter. That'll be Josh and KL. I'm guessing normal time, 10 to 7. On Tuesday, it's the Wrestling Economy and Simon. Some big weeks coming up in wrestling. We'll have Raw, we'll have the Go Home Show. We'll be previewing last week's NXT, and then we've got some meaty weeks coming up, so tune in for that. We'll definitely have more watch-alongs. If you go to Twitter at the top corner, you'll see what watch-alongs we're actually doing. I don't think we've decided. We'll decide after this game what games everyone else is getting. But yep, tune in. You go to at the top corner on Twitter, at the _top corner on Twitter. Tune in for that. Chris, up the F1, another win for Verstappen. Be nice. It will, Chris. It'll make it very interesting. We'll give it a big talk about it. Also talk about Alonso not competing in Indy. And Formula E as well, because Formula E ended, and it's a sport I could definitely get into. Do you know what Formula E is, Kieran?
No.
It's electric cars. So they built like Formula One cars, but they're all electric. It's very interesting.
Ooh. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it does sound quite interesting. I know that didn't make it sound like I was interested at all, but it is quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so that's coming up on Sunday. We've got the watch along tomorrow. I mean, early predictions for tomorrow. I know obviously going to back United, but
It's gonna be a tricky one, I think. But I think we've got it in the bag. I'm gonna go 3-1 United.
I think I see this game going penalties. Both United struggled against Copenhagen, but Sevilla haven't looked massively convincing in the wins. They've shown they've definitely dominated, but they had, like against Roma, they didn't look amazing. So yeah, I'm going to go 2-2, and then I don't know who won penalties.
We saw them against Wolves. They dominated possession. Obviously, it took them quite a while to get that goal, and that gives me confidence because, no disrespect to Wolves, our team is a level above that, and I think we've got what it takes. And I think I'm you know what, I'm scared to win the bloody Europa League just in case Bayern Munich win the Champions League because I don't want to do the Super Cup. I hope they scrap it because we will get fucked more than bloody Barcelona did yesterday.
I think Bayern are out and out favourites in this tournament, regardless of who goes through.
Yes, I also agree. I think Bayern Munich will be the favourite. I think Bayern Munich will be the favourites for next year's Champions League, no matter what happens. Even if they get beat 5-0 by PSG or someone in the final, I think they will be the favourite. So me and Josh were saying yesterday, they're now getting back to that stage where they are, where they were like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, where they were literally dominant everywhere they went, where they could beat anybody.
Yeah, they're so scary. We saw it yesterday, and I think that's the thing. They are so everywhere on the pitch. They look so dangerous, and it looks like they can't be stopped. You've got Neuer in there, who has been the world's best goalkeeper consistently. You've got your defence, which has got that mix of youth and old. You've also got the depth that where right back when Pavard's fit, you can have Pavard at right back, but you've still got Kimmich there as a natural right back who obviously pushes CDM. In field, Thiago, Goretzka running the show. Then up front, you've got Muller, Lewandowski, Gnabry, Perisic.
Like Chris says, the fact that Sané at Bayern Munich as well, it just makes them absolutely unstoppable. That left-hand side, Alphonso Davies and Leroy Sané. I mean, if Nelson Semedo thought he had it bad yesterday, imagine any right back coming up against them two. They'll run you ragged. But there's cause for success, Ron. We've hit 660 subscribers.
Oh, get in there. Thank you very much to everyone who have subscribed. We really enjoy doing this. I think luckily right now it's a hobby. But it's very, very fun to do these. We wouldn't do them if we didn't enjoy it.
It's literally like just watching the football and talking to your friend about it, and then talking to other people about it as well in the chat. And it's literally something you can watch on the side. We don't take up all your screen. You don't even have to watch us. You just listen to us.
Put us in the background. But yeah, as someone who you watch podcast, I'm not a massive football fan. It's made me really want to watch football more, just because I think when you're trying to watch stuff and try to get into a sport, it's hard to do it by yourself. But when you have watchalongs, when you have friends to watch you with, it's so much easier. Chris put his predictions in for tomorrow. Sevilla 1, Manchester United 2. His prediction. Sané, Bayern Munich just makes them more supply. I agree, should be favourites this season. It's mental that they dominated Barca and they didn't have Leroy Sané.
Yeah, I think it just shows what their players are capable of. But just one more thing on the channel as a whole. We've been seeing some insane numbers the last few videos. Like we're almost at 1,000 on the was it the Atalanta PSG one? We're on over 600 on yesterday's one. It's absolutely incredible. The numbers that we're hitting, I don't think we expected. Well, obviously, we know the watch-longs do better than the normal videos. That's why we don't do them for that reason. But we like to do them because
it's a confidence booster as well.
It's live as well, isn't it? Because like it's not necessarily stuff like the wrestling corner and the tier list and stuff where we're normally talking to other people, not necessarily the chat. But in this, it's like the chat watches the game and then they can react with us when something happens. That's why we love the watch along so much, and the numbers just make it so much better because like we're seeing flying numbers rolling out. Progression.
I think obviously some watchalongs do very different because of certain games, but they're also just really fun to do. I would do them if I didn't enjoy them.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everyone that's watched all these. Just keep on subscribing and like, share with your friends.
I think our goal is 700, isn't it? For 700 for the well, Josh said 700 for the end of the Festival of Football. I think it's a long shot to say we'll get 40 new subscribers in a week's time. It's probably about a week's time, I think.
The one annoyance with doing watch-alongs is we've grinded our way through the round of 16, the quarters, the semis, and then a big YouTube channel will do the final. And it's like, oh, but come on, they just reshown that corner goal. Just what an incredible finish.
Yeah, it was from a tight angle as well. And Lyon deserve their lead, and we'll see what they can do in the second half now.
Yeah, I mean, we're still not underway the second half. I feel like we've been on a break for so much longer. Just minimise my BT for 2 seconds.
Joe Hart wears short sleeves on purpose, doesn't he? Just to show off how handy his skin is.
I'd do it. I'll be honest, I would.
You'd do him or you'd do it?
Both. No, I'd wear short sleeves. I mean, one interesting thing to talk about is the UEFA Champions League first qualifying round draw. It has been done. So interesting match. Well, I'm just going to go through the matches. Something to talk about. Ferencváros versus Dujgarden. Celtic versus Reykjavik. Legia Warsaw versus Drita or Linfield. Obviously, that match got postponed. Sheriff versus Fola-esque. Connacht Square versus Sarajevo. Crvena Zvezda versus Europa. You've got Budnikos Podgorina versus Ludogorets. Arata Aramina versus Omnia, Florina Cluj, Maccabi Tel Aviv Riga, Karabag Saliks, Dynamo Tbilisi, Tirana, Dynamo Brest, Astana, Mold versus Cups, Flora Tlianin versus Saduva, Kelj versus Dundalk, and Kai versus Slovan Bratislava.
I mean,
very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
So I am currently now looking at the second round just to see if there's any big teams. Young Boys, JNK Dynamo. I'm just trying to see the ones who have been added. Midtjylland. And then you've got Alkmaar, Victoria Pleasant, PAOK versus Besiktas Lokomotiv, Zagreb versus Rapid VM. As the game is back.
It is. We're back on the way.
We are. Finally, I don't have to keep waffling about Ferencváros. I mean, Lyon have got to try to get this a quick early start. Same with Man City. An early goal for both these teams could mean a lot.
It could.
I'm very confused. What happened there? Sorry, Lyon just kicked the ball out of play. I'm very confused. Very confused. I think I'm maybe puncturing a puncture. I think you've got a puncture, mate.
If anybody's a fan of BT, they'll know that
advert. Quite boring first minute. Obviously, you wouldn't expect a speedy game.
Just want to say, we've got our FM league open in the background, haven't we? I might have signed John Guidetti for 8 million.
Well, I tried to sign Benjamin Pavard and he said no.
Just a bit of context on the John Guidetti. Kieran got relegated first season, KL, so he had to play in the Championship. And John Guidetti had signed for QPR for 1 million and he'd scored 25 goals. But back to the actual football itself, because that's what you're here for. You're not here to hear us waffle on about FM. But Lyon have got a corner here, as Rowan had said. And Memphis is whipping that in towards the near post. Toko Akambi came off his back and De Bruyne is going to clear it, and Jesus is going to watch it go out of play for a throw-in to Lyon.
Yeah, Lyon, early corner. Obviously, not much comes from it, but it's early pressure, putting pressure on that City defence. So they forced KDB to make the clearance. That's a horrible throw by Dubois. It's a foul throw. Something you rarely see in football.
Yeah, I think you don't really see it. Like you said, it's poor. When you see a foul throw, it's just stupid. Keep both your feet planted and throw the fucking ball. It's not hard.
What a comment from Chris Welch. I will say it again, one of the best channels I've ever watched. Great top lads. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate it. He'll
We
say
appreciate
Joe
you,
Hart
Chris
tries
Welch.
to be a role model in his
Yeah,
football career.
Chris Welch is a day winner as well. He's been here since the start. We appreciate you, Chris, and
He's a
we're
boy.
grateful for every single video you comment on and you look at.
Really are. Man City now. So I was thinking Man City now tried to play out of the back with American Port.
They are, and here is number 21, Joao Cancelo, back to Garcia.
City tried to start something here, but Lyon just holding them off quite very nicely.
Yeah, I mean, like it's pretty much like the start of the first half. Good defending by Lyon. They're on a good shape. They need to keep it quiet for maybe the first 15 minutes after, because City will start fast, and they'll come for Lyon. And if they can get one, I think that's when maybe Lyon will capitulate a little bit. Good work by Joao Cancelo initially to get past Dubois, but he's back at him again, and he's gone past him again. Lovely, great defending by Jason Denayer there.
But you see, Joao Cancelo trying to get something to happen. Is he going to have for a throw-in for Lyon? But yeah, Cancelo takes it past Dubois, cuts it back outside, but Denayer cuts across and will clear it. And it wasn't Lyon throwing it came out for.
Good defending, great defending. Then in that case, if it's a Lyon throwing by Jason there.
Yeah. I thought it was Man City fan. I thought Denayer just doofed it out, but he didn't.
Well, Man City potentially got 42 minutes to save their Champions League season. Of course, they might not have been in it had their ban been held up, which probably should have been held up by. That's what the opinion of a lot of fans is. But oh well, we go again.
We go again. I mean, City tried to get an early start. They got a free kick and they took it quick. Nothing comes from it, and it's been all City this first 5 minutes.
It's just more of the time that's ticking down for Lyon. Though we're almost 5 minutes into the second half already. Don't feel like it, but it's 5 minutes less for Lyon to sustain pressure with.
All Lyon have to do is hold out. I think your biggest worry for Lyon is when them subs come in, because we've seen how a difference make Bernardo Silva can be. Phil Foden had a great game, but again, if you're Lyon, your subs can make a real big impact. Just fresh legs to put pressure on.
Just going to roll through to Anthony Lopez. Going to pick it up at the feet of Kevin De Bruyne, and I think this is exactly how Lyon want City to play though, because they obviously want to hit him on the counter attack. They want the space, but City have to be wary of that. The ball originally was tried to be flicked on by Kevin De Bruyne, and the ball downfield now is going to be cleared away by Rodri, and it's a free kick to Lyon though. Memphis Depay has won the foul from Eric Garcia. Garcia is not happy with that.
I was confused with that. We're giving for probably. I think Depay does go down and wins free kick.
Yeah, it's well played by Depay. I don't think that's a foul. Actually, he has got hold of him by the nipples. I'm not going to lie.
Depay does fling himself on the floor though, but I think he has to win the free kick. So it's one of them things. Like, he is being held and it should be a free kick, but he has to go down for it to be given. Like,
yeah.
Depay's lining this up here.
Depay's going to go for it. He does go for it straight into the wall. And Sterling's going to get the ball and try to find his way out of trouble. He has got two Lyon players around him, and they've won the ball back well, and they've won the throw-in well of Lyon there.
Yeah, holding him. Gamares and Cornet just holding Sterling off, not giving him anywhere to go. And they win the throw-in. It's what they did on the first half of putting City under that pressure. We haven't really seen the same City team against Real Madrid, you know. You saw City making Real Madrid go all the way back to the keeper, and then still going onto the keeper.
Think about it though, that the two goals for City came from two errors from Real Madrid. They were architects of their own downfall, Real Madrid. Lyon have been fantastic defensively tonight so far. 51 minutes on the clock, and that's going to be a free kick to City because Marcel is all over Gabriel Jesus. They might as well have just mounted him.
Denayer and Marcelo have had a great game. Hold off. Same with Macau and Dubois, but yeah. Lyon holding on as good as they can. Yeah, Marcel just goes over the top of Jesus. Not giving any. He's in the circus. John Stones is not a happy boy.
It's been a good second half, though. I think we expected Man City to come out, and that's a lovely pass from Laporte to Jesus. Jesus out to Cancelo. There's only Sterling in the box to aim at. He does aim across. That's a poor cross. It's going to go to the other side to Walker, though. Takes it down. He's faced up with Corny. Passes it back to Fernandinho. He's going to put a lovely first-time ball. It's headed behind by Dubois. If in doubt, head it out or kick it out.
The thing is, I don't know why City are trying to cross in, because I'm sorry, but Jesus and Sterling are not the tallest players to win the header. And yeah, there was not even really anyone in the box. Very, very strange there from Man City. But they do win a corner. Big chance for Rodri Laporte to try and knock this in.
Yeah, it's whipped in. It's headed behind again. I think it's by Dubois.
It's Dubois again.
It's diving header, headed behind.
He's diving header season. I mean, he could have left this and he'll go out for a Lyon corner, but I think
if in doubt, head it out.
Which I think is going to be Lyon's motto this game.
Yeah, De Bruyne's gone over to the other side to take it this time. We've got Rodri in there. Laporte, probably the two tallest players in there for City. Those will be the targets. It's whipped in towards the head. It's a poor corner. And it's cleared it away by Kakare. Walker picking up on the halfway line. Here's De Bruyne into Rodri to Fernandinho, who's wide on the right-hand side. Corner is too quick for him. Corner will win the foul against Fernandinho. Fernandinho's already been yellow carded, remember?
Yes, I think that's just a battle of two players. Cornet goes down, maybe a hand to the face, possibly.
He's buying the foul. He has bought the foul. It's Cornet.
I'd say that.
It's not a foul.
I have to say that's diving by Cornet, but what can you do? It's football, unfortunately. Chris at Twitter will erupt if City get knocked out tonight. They will, indeed.
They will. It will erupt if City get knocked out tonight. There'll be Arsenal fans on there giving City banter.
Maybe Cornet's. Oh, it's going to be City's first sub of the game.
Yeah, Mahrez, and I think it's going to be potentially Gabriel Jesus who comes off.
Yeah, I was thinking Jesus. He hasn't
maybe Fernandinho.
Yeah, I'd say Jesus hasn't really done much this game.
Maybe Fernandinho got all back four, drop KDB into midfield, Mahrez wide right.
I'm very strange, I think. I think Cornet does get injured. He's done something to his leg, but I don't think it's a foul.
Maybe the way he fell.
You know, if Cornet has to come off, it's a big loss. He's been incredible for Lyon today.
Man of the match for me so far.
Yeah, for sure. Him and Marcal.
Well, Marcal has won it again from Jesus, and Cornet has whacked it clear. Depay's going to chase it off against Laporte. Laporte's looked a little bit shaky then. Depay's almost won it off him. It's good defending.
Yeah. Depay putting him under a lot of pressure, which I feel like is a word I've said a lot today, but it is very true. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, I do see him as the sub.
Great defending by Aouar. They could come again here with Aouar. Heavy touch. Gundogan's done well to make
big
a mistake.
Big opportunity here to counter-attack, though.
Cancelo. Sterling's moved over to the right, De Bruyne to the left. Cancelo's going to float about. Poor choice of pass by Cancelo.
I thought it was a good pass. And then you see the camera angle actually pan to it. I mean, if you see it, you just go for it out, get the ball out of play, and then make the tactical substitution. Instead of just pass around, because you just count it running down the clock.
Well, chance of Cancelo down left hand side. Okay, he's got Eminem's his gob, and Cancelo's won a corner.
And I think we'll see the sub. Will you see the sub now, or maybe after the corner? Be very interesting. 25. Fernandinho
will be off. Chris has said my skybox is fixed, so I'm ahead of you guys, but I won't put any spoilers in comments. Away. We appreciate it, mate. Of course, we have to sync up before the stuff starts.
That is the one problem with doing the watchalongs is people will be ahead, and when it's just a limited audience, it's very easy to spoil. So we appreciate the ones that don't. So Connor's taking shot.
It's come to nothing though, and Lyon are going to win the free kick. Corner again,
this is why I
stopped
stopped watching This is why I don't watch football as much. So Raheem Sterling can't commit a foul. That's not foul.
Yep, but it's Lyon.
Football, isn't it?
They're buying fouls. This is what you need to do if you're going to beat a team that's better than you. No offense to Lyon, this is how you win it. You win cheeky fouls and you take what you can get. You take what you can get.
Mm-hmm.
It's 56 minutes on the clock. Another 10 minutes for Lyon less to defend. They've got 34 minutes left plus added time potentially. If it says 1-0, of course. If City do get one back, we could have extra time, Ron.
Obviously, City now definitely going far at the back with Riyad Mahrez coming on, hoping to make an impact. And you know what?
There he is.
Got a bit of pace in him.
Here's Rodri.
Ooh.
Good defending again. That's going to be a yellow card, surely, for Rodri.
He does go in late there.
Ramirez, and he is going to get a yellow card.
He goes in very late. Pretty thing there, because City looked like they could build up an attack, but yeah, Roger cutting him down.
Yeah, it's a Stonewall yellow card. That cynical by Rodri. Didn't really need to do it.
No, I didn't. I think. Yeah. Wait.
It's a soft one.
Yeah, I'm about to say, looking at that, I feel like he didn't actually touch him, but he did. He does get a touch.
I think he's caught him with his knee.
Yeah.
Downfield though by the goal kick, and it's going to be a throw into Man City. Toko Kambi. I swear this manager from Lyon is just the most uninterested person ever. I think he's just been playing on he's been playing bloody Angry Birds on his phone or something, hasn't he?
He's writing his shopping list. Looking up to see if a goal's gone in.
Oh, we still not got ball, fuck's sake. Whacked downfield by Cancelo. Looking for Mahrez. And Maxwell Cornet again, he's going to head it away. De Bruyne's going to try and head it down for Walker. Aouar's first to it, but Walker's found Mahrez, and Aouar's going to foul Mahrez.
Yeah. Free
kick halfway line for Manchester City. I think taking Fernandinho off was the right choice, obviously.
Yeah.
He potentially could have got sent off because he's already committed a yellow card, and then he's committed 2 other fouls after.
And I suppose Pep probably saw Cornet limping, even if he's not properly injured. Cornet's probably not going to be willing to do the pace he runs that he's been putting in. I mean, the man's been pretty quiet this game. Memphis Depay.
I mean, that's a free kick. One Marcelo. It's a bad decision by Marcelo, and it's a bad position for Lyon to concede a free kick in, especially when you've got the likes of KDB who loves a free kick.
You can't do that when you've got some of the best free kick takers. Is that Mahrez? No, it's not Mahrez who wins it.
It's Jesus. He's always looking for the foul, but Marcelo, as soon as he put his hand on him, you knew Jesus is going down, and now it's a good opportunity for De Bruyne to have a shot on goal.
I mean, we've seen Lopez be a bit shaky this game. You might look at Sterling and Jesus to stick on a rebound if Lopez does drop it. But yeah, KDB and Mahrez standing over it.
This is going to be KDB with his right foot. No chance Mahrez is in this, I don't think. Right
We've
foot.
We've seen KDB score from this distance before.
28 metres.
He's definitely shooting this. I did love a thing that came out about KDB the other day. Also, the free kick had taken. And
it's De Bruyne. It's over the wall, and it's fisted away again by Lopez. Cancelo has absolutely ballooned it to the other side of the box, and Cornet outpaces Rodri. That's handball. It is handball, and it's a free kick to Lyon. But Lopez deciding to punch it again there, Rowan.
Yeah, he's done this a lot, and it could have paid there. Cancelo immediately latching on. He doesn't, but obviously Cancelo absolutely fluffs it. But yeah, if you're the City team, keep taking shots outside the box, and you're laughing at him in the face.
Hacker just hit himself in the face with his ball.
I think just take them shots outside the box or just shoot, because Lopez has had to parry a lot of these. Walker plays a great ball to the wing.
There's Mahrez. Facing up Marcal. Goes on his inside. Lovely play by Mahrez. Still on the ball, Mahrez. Still Mahrez. Edge of the box. Right hand side. Tries to whip the ball in. Good defending by Marcal.
Should be a free kick in there. If Mahrez goes down, it's a free kick. And he doesn't go down, he keeps the ball, but the referee gives nothing. I think it's where the indecisiveness of referees does come in, because for me, that's a free kick. He's pulling the shirt.
Just looking at the passes, 358 for City, 148 I think it was for Lyon, and De Bruyne chips the ball into the back post looking for Sterling, and he didn't gamble on it enough, and it's gone out for a play for a goal kick.
But it's better from City. It's a lot better for City.
Yeah, it's great play by City, but Sterling just doesn't gamble on it at all. And Aouar saying something to his boys. They need to tighten up. They need to tighten up because City are coming, and there's 29 minutes left plus added time for Lyon to hold on.
Very interesting now to see what they do, City, because they've dominated the second half. I don't think you can really deny that. But they haven't really put Lopez under much pressure in terms of shots. Obviously, they had the free kick, which Lopez parried again.
Yeah, I mean, Lopez has been shaky tonight. I'm not sure why he keeps parrying the shots when there's no real pressure on him. I think he could have caught that KDB free kick. No real venom on it. Crossfield ball by Laporte looking for Mahrez. Going to be cut out by Marcal well. And Cornet cut out by Walker, but Walker's touch is too heavy, but it's going to free a free kick. Walker's committed on Cornet there, and Cornet's complaining that's the third time that he's been fouled already.
Yeah. Referee just saying, give it time or something. I don't think Walker touches him there again, does he?
He's definitely looking for the foul. He's Cornet.
I think he does clip him, yeah.
Like I say, we see this in football a lot. People looking for the fouls.
Mm-hmm.
Why are West Brom wanting on me fucking players?
I mean, Cancelo wins the header there. Does go out of play, but again, Lyon are defending well, and City have the thing. And you know what? If we get to the final 10 minutes, City are going to be thinking, what can they do? They've tried to give everything to this Lyon defence, and
well, there might be a chance for Lyon here and Kakare into the middle. The first time they've got a bit of space for Marcal, and he's going to shoot, and it's saved by Edison. I think that was the wrong choice for Marcal.
Yeah.
Wait for his players to get in better positions.
You had Cornet on the wing. Maybe just give it Cornet, give him a bit of time and space. Instead, straight to the.
You know what though? He didn't catch the shot half bad. That might be his third shot of the game. If we're counting that sliding challenge that went on target.
I think we are. So yeah.
Third shot on target for Marcal, the centre half. City coming forward again though.
City, yeah, trying to build an attack up here.
Gundogan's going to lose it to. De Bruyne tried to poke it through for Gabriel Jesus, cleared away by Marcelo. I think that back three for Lyon so far has been absolutely exquisite.
They've made sure that Jesus has got no room to wiggle.
Well, they might have some room now as Jesus wins another foul. De Bruyne is still the advantage is playing. It's blocked. And it's going to be a foul. Originally, Marcelo has committed the foul again on Jesus. It's closer to the box this time. Harder to get it up and down for KDB. It's going to be a chance. I think Marcelo might be getting a yellow card as well.
Yeah.
He is.
I think all the protests from City actually worked to their favour then, just telling the referee to give the yellow and Marcelo does eventually. I think he said a yellow card for one of them centre backs was coming for Lyon, and unfortunately Marcelo was the last one to make the tackle. Jesus may have not actually been tackled there. May have not actually been, but
yeah, I mean, again, it's just buying the fouls that what they need.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's holding his knee, but yeah,
it's a better chance though for De Bruyne. 22 meters, 6 meters closer than the last one. It's harder to get it up and down from here. Sorry, Ron, go on.
I was going to say he would have realised that Lopez struggled with the last free kick, and there were not much. If he hits this with a bit of enemy, there could be a spill.
And we'll see here because Mahrez is talking to him. Mahrez wants to take it.
Yeah, Mahrez swings it in with his left foot.
Good curl it with his left foot. De Bruyne with his right. Someone's behind the wall. Yeah, Kakare behind the wall.
Yeah, to look out for that low-driven one.
For me, this is going to be De Bruyne. It is going to be De Bruyne who goes over the wall and goes for the far corner. It's over the bar. It's another wasted position for City. De Bruyne says, "Fuck's sake," he's not happy.
No, I think he's his only option there.
For Lyon, there's a ball trying to go downfield, but it's 65 minutes on the clock. They only need to hang on for another 25 minutes.
They are holding on well. They are, but I think the fouls outside the box is eventually going to get to them. Trails, we haven't had any water breaks this game.
No, they obviously must not be doing them because they didn't have one in the first half.
Must be a cool
City
night.
From the back again. Yeah, I imagine it's quite cool in Portugal.
As City trying to just build something up.
They are with Eric Garcia at the back to Walker inside the own half.
And literally 5 Lyon players all pushing up against the City defence and forced them to go back to the keeper. Now, City have got to get going now. 25 minutes ish, and it's another foul there.
They're committing a lot of fouls. I think we're going to see the first sub. That's Thiago Mendes, centre mid, coming on. For
in fairness, the 3 centre mids for Lyon have absolutely worked their arse off today, so
yeah,
you don't really blame them.
See what Thiago Mendes can do. City coming forward again though, with Eric Garcia out to Walker, just past the centre circle on the right hand side, back to Eric Garcia in his own half, back to Laporte. We've not really seen much of tonight. Aymeric Laporte.
No.
Tries to go for the ball down the line to Sterling. That's not Sterling, that's Cancelo. Couldn't get there, and it's going to roll out play for a goal
Yeah.
kick.
I mean, they're trying something, but yeah, there's not enough on it. There's not enough. Well, there's too much on it, if anything. It's yeah, Lyon defending well. Yeah, they're holding them off, which is what you want. As there'll be a goal kick for Lopez now. He does play it out to Tokwakambe.
I think it's,
And now
Lyon could have a counter on here. Depay's pass is not the best. He tried to get Cornet in behind, and it's back to City with Edison.
Yeah,
and,
they hold off well.
Yeah, the Depay could have maybe held it for a little bit longer and then passed it.
See you coming though.
I mean, with De Bruyne, there's a lot of space from in that middle third. He's going to hit it himself, and it's blocked by Denayer again. He's taken down. No free kick given. Might be a counter on for Lyon. Poor pass by Kakare there. And,
yeah, I think the KDB maybe could have looked up and looked to the right, but yeah, not much rumours. Walker now. Walker goes down there, but no free
held
kick.
it by Depay again, and there's a lot of players around the ball at the moment. I'm not
There is.
what's happening.
And Laporte eventually does steal
caught
it.
in possession, and Tokwakambe wasn't on his feet to turn and get the ball.
There was no one really there to sort of help him out a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good game. The second half so far, City obviously coming forward with De Bruyne again, and it's a lovely ball by Cancelo down to Sterling inside the box. Sterling.
Oh, because it's side.
Back to De Bruyne. It's 1-1.
Come on. We're getting a good game now. The goal was coming, and it was KDB, a man who's had a half-decent game. And I think if you're this Lyon defensive field, Derek down hard, you've defended well against City, but it was coming. Yeah. Game on. Definitely game on right now. Initially,
I think it's Jesus who plays the ball down to Sterling. It's not Jesus at all. It's someone else. But it's pulled back by Sterling, who does brilliantly in the box. It's Mahrez who chips the ball down to Sterling. Sterling cuts back past Denayer, chips to the edge of the box, and De Bruyne with a lovely finish into the right-hand corner. And City back in this game at 1-1, Rowan.
As soon as you see that ball get squared across to the middle, I knew it was a goal. Is that the Mascal was so close to blocking it there, but it's a good finish by KDB and game on. We talked about Lyon having to hold on, and the goals come for City now, and now both teams have got to go for it.
Yeah, they do.
Thiago Mendes come on.
I'm not sure if he came on or not.
I'd say if he did come on, maybe you wanted to put in a bit more of an attacking player. I'm just gonna, Chris, I love extra time penalties. I hate it when it's my team playing of who done Candy Crush Saga on his phone. I'm actually doing commentary in my own room. My dad updated who's in the next room. There's loads of Thiago's I've read, most popular footballer name ever, probably. Yeah.
Well, we've got extra time on hands at the moment. So Kami tries to get past Cancelo, and Gundogan, he's going to pass it back to Edison, who smacks upfield.
Yeah.
For me now, I can only see this going one way.
City.
I think City I think they'll win 2 or 3-1 now.
I think the floodgates are opening. Chris just said we've got a game on our hands. We do have a game on our hands now, which is, I suppose, a bonus.
Yeah, and I think it's the
Cornet's gone down.
Best possible scenario we could have here.
So I'm surprised you haven't said it, but Cornet has gone down under pressure from Kyle Walker, but referees waved it off.
He's back on his feet now, Cornet, and we go again. Mm-hmm. Edison with another goal kick and Walker.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about the penalty, but yeah, Cornet going down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't actually looking. I was looking at my TV screen. Here's Cancelo. Is that a corner or a throw in it? I think it's gonna be a corner. We're looking at the penalty again. Maxwell corner. Walker's got his hand. It's not. It's a very soft one.
It's not enough. I think if Walker pulls the shirt, possibly, but yeah, there's not enough for him to go down there.
I don't know if VAR's going to check it or not, but
no, I don't think he has.
No, then it's not be. Corner for City though. Again, another chance to get a ball in the box from a dead ball situation. KDB obviously going to take it, and he's going to whip it into the middle, and it's just off the head of Gabriel Jesus. But I think Marcal and Kakare. He's going to try and play it to Aouar. And he does, and he held off Rodri well, and Aouar. Lovely feet by Aouar. Still going. Plays the ball through from Memphis Depay. Could he be in an Edison? One of the quickest Goalkeepers in world football, and it's cleared away by Edison.
And
City
Aouar
might
did
counter
incredibly
here.
well there. Holds
Yeah,
off Rodri
Aouar,
and Sterling.
he did great there. Wow. Here's Jesus to Mahrez. Back to Jesus. He's got past Dubois. Jesus. Wide left-hand side. Cuts back onto his right foot. Lovely feet by Jesus. Goes for the shot. Good save by Lopez.
And Lopez, a man who's had shake start, does make a great save to keep Lyon in this game. Jesus just taking it past Dubois, tries to curl it in just to that middle left of the net, and Lopez comes across and does make that save.
Yeah, it's a great save by Lopez. Good football by Man City.
Yeah,
And,
as we said, the floodgates possibly are opening, and yeah, but again, we had Depay nearly does scoring with Edson having to rush out.
Swept back in by De Bruyne, and Lopez this time commands his area, and there could be a counter on here for Lyon. Here is Memphis. No, it's Aouar, sorry. Aouar trying to play a ball to Toko Kambi, and he's going to get in there. Oh, was he in there? Edison. It's hit off the head. I think it's corner, actually. It is Maxwell corner. Hits the head of him when he's on the counter through, and Edison is going to collect the ball, and Man City can regroup. But that counter is on for Lyon again, Rowan.
It's dangerous. It's twice in a row now, straight from a City attack. And first of all, with Depay, now it was a corner, and it's something you saw Pep shouting to his City players to get back, and you haven't really seen much of the Lyon manager.
What a ball that is. De Bruyne takes it in his stride well, and he's holding off Dubois, waiting for his teammates to get there. And he's done really well there, De Bruyne. He passed it back to someone's, so what's happened here? So giving a foul to Lyon.
Telling KDB to calm down.
He has given a foul to Lyon.
Oh, there is going to be a sub.
That is Tete, the right back.
Tete.
That is Tete. I wonder who's going to... Maxwell Carney may be injured. No, it's Dubois going to come off.
Yeah,
Kenny
Dubois,
Tete on for Leo Dubois.
It's probably very unfortunate timing because Dubois has just nearly let Gabriel Jesus score. And it's going to be Depay who's come off. A man who I said was practically invisible this game. Yeah, it looks like he's coming off.
He's not had the best of games, of course. He's not really had much of the ball at his feet. I think for Memphis, you need the ball at your feet, and Moussa Dembele is a poacher. He can offer a lot more on the counter attack. He's had a good. He's not had a good game, Memphis, but it's probably not been his game.
If I can load up his stats, Champions League, no goals, but in the league, 16 goals this season.
He has been injured for a while. Of course, he got that ACL injury. Long ball downfield, looking for Dembele straight away. He's going to chest it down and turn on the ball, and he's going to. And Rodri, fantastic challenge there. That's brilliant by Rodri.
No, see, he'll go for it.
De Bruyne to Sterling. Sterling now looking for Jesus on the left-hand side. He's going to cut inside against Marcelo. He's going to try and curl one. It's blocked. Jesus still got it. He's going to hit it. Brilliant defended by Tete. And it's still by Thiago Mendes.
He somehow come away with the ball. It's great clearance, but yeah, City with a very nice counter attack. KDB just plays that lovely through ball through to Sterling. Sterling gets onto it, plays it through to Jesus. I think Jesus probably could cut it back to Sterling there, but he goes for it himself. It gets blocked, and City did win the throw-in. 15 minutes left in this game. Can any of the side thinger take the points? Well, not the points, the result through to the semi-final. Chris saying, KD hoping City get knocked out with his United hat. I'm hoping City get knocked out with my Liverpool hat on too.
To be honest, I don't really care about Man City winning. Well, I'm not really bothered. Let's be honest. I'm a Man United fan. I'm not a Man City fan, of course. I don't really care what other teams are doing. But of course, it's fun to laugh at them. It's fun to laugh at them, of course.
I think if you're in the same competition, you had a chance of facing each other, you're probably thinking,
we've beaten them twice this year, so... Well, if Gabriel Jesus is going to smack it, and it's
ambitious. Very ambitious from him.
Poor cameraman. But we have got 14 minutes left, Rowan, before potential extra time.
I mean, I've asked for it, and it might come in the quarter-final game.
Don't jinx it yet. We've still got 14 minutes left.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, plus added time. You're probably thinking maybe about 20 minutes left of this game. We'll see what can happen. Yeah. Lyon got a goal kick. Tete.
Roasting. Absolutely roasting.
Apparently Rowan is roasting. I'm quite cool in my room. Tete's done well there. And whacks the ball through, and it's good defending by Walker. But it just looks like one ball through the middle. And I say one ball through the middle. Sterling is in on the left-hand side. Sped up against Marcelo. Left-hand side of the penalty area. Raheem Sterling. Still Raheem Sterling. Still in the same position. Tries to chip one for Gabriel Jesus. He's missed it. He's missed it. And he's fluffed it. And it should be 2-1 City. But
It
instead,
should
it's
be
1-1.
2-1. And it comes straight from what Lyon have been doing the entire game. It's City who come with it. Sterling holds the ball up well. He chips it across just to the back post. As Sterling, Jesus got to hit it on the volley and he completely fluffs his lines. And it should be 2-1.
I'm just saying, if that is Sergio Aguero, that is in the back of the net, and it's
It is.
2-1 Man City.
It is, and I think, unfortunately, it is where Jesus... If Jesus puts that away, I think he's still in contention for that City spot when Aguero eventually does leave or retire. But, yeah, he should be putting that away.
You've got to be putting that in. It should be 2-1 City at the moment. Jesus missing a glorious chance. It's put on a plate for him by Raheem Sterling. Absolutely miskicks it on the overhead kick, on the scissor kick on the side. Bounces over onto the bar, onto the other side of the bar, and
Yeah,
if you're just looking at the latest 15 minutes, 71% possession for Manchester City, 8 shots, 2 on target, but they've been caught in possession here. And Kakare to Aouar. There might be a counter on. I think Dembele's injured, but if Dembele isn't offside, Dembele's in. Dembele to win it. Saved by Ederson, but it's going to go in.
it's in.
And I don't think Dembele was offside, but Toko
I don't think
Ekambi
Dembele was
definitely
offside.
was
I
onside.
think they'll check for a foul. Because if you look, there was a City player down. Who's
Oh
there?
my God. To win it, possibly for Lyon. It's the same thing again. It's a counter attack. And I think when the ball is originally played through by Aouar, Toko Ekambi is offside, but Dembele is not. Here we're going to see it again. Kakare catches in possession. Aouar, Toko Ekambi is not offside, I don't think, there. But he leaves it. And Dembele,
I think it was a foul that Laporte was
it's
complaining
going to
about.
check for a potential foul. It's a good finish by Dembele. It's hit the heels of Ederson and gone in. But
It's a great finish. It's what a sub.
What a sub indeed.
Just going to check for off the ball foul. It'll be very interesting to see what they do with that here. Ugh. Could Lyon have booked their ticket through to the semi-final?
It's a VAR goal check. We will have confirmation of the goal. Of the potential goal.
Yeah.
De Bruyne having a word with the ref. For me, I think that's a goal.
I do think it's a goal. I think they will check if Dembele sticks a foot out at Laporte, but
I'd be
from
very
that first,
surprised.
from that first camera angle, it doesn't look like it.
The goal's given. The goal is given.
Out of nowhere. Kieran literally just said the possession stats from Manchester City, but in the game of football, it doesn't matter. An Olympic Lyon may have booked their ticket to the semi-final.
Coming again, Dembele. Aouar takes it past one. Still going. Back out to Maxwell Corny on the left-hand side. Takes it past one. Tries to get past Kyle Walker. But as you said, just as I was saying, but they've won it back again. Kakare to Toko Ekambi. Wide right on the side. On the side, he bursts past Cancelo and wins a corner. But like you said, just as I was saying, we're going to see the slow-mo of the foul here.
He trips over his own foot.
Not a foul at all. Never a foul. Laporte is tripped over his own foot, and Dembele might be the cause of Man City not going through to the semi-final. But
and what a substitution! We said that the Lyon manager has been quiet in terms of shouting.
Playing Candy Crush with his phone.
He's strong but silent. Look, it's a perfect sub.
I said to you, Moussa Dembele is a poacher, and he has poached that right off the fucking ground. Corner whipped in by Aouar, flicked on, and it's flicked out of the box and picked up by Marcal. Tries to take a terrible ball by Marcal. Actually, it's kind of a good ball because it's going to waste a few more seconds.
Yeah.
We are in the 81st minute of football, Rowan. But like I was saying about possession stats, 79% for Manchester City. And as I was saying that, Kakare won the ball back, fed it to Aouar, and Aouar fed Dembele, and Ederson couldn't keep it out.
No, Ederson probably did the best he could. It's one-on-one. Dembele just slots it underneath his legs, and it's interesting now. And you know what? If Lyon win this, I think they deserve it. I don't think they've been the better side in terms of finishing and making the most of the situation. They've done it, and they 100% deserve to go through if they can hold on. 8 minutes 20 left of normal time. It's probably 10 minutes left of the actual game. And imagine if Jesus' goal went in. We'd be talking about a different game entirely.
You need to update scoreline, by the way.
I do need to update my bad.
was literally about to say that imagine that Jesus chance literally seconds earlier. We were talking about how massive it was, and then Lyon go ahead, and I said at 1-1, I said I can only see it's going one way, and that was a City win. But Lyon coming forward again. I was trying to ping one to Dembele, and Edison quick as ever out off his line and clears away. But this is a massive 8 minutes for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola.
Lyon making them pay. Manchester City, we know they've done everything in the Premier League they could do.
They're going to win a free kick there.
This is the one competition where they haven't performed as they should have. And they may have just been knocked out by this French side, which in that midfield have played incredibly well. So Jesus does win a foul. I'm surprised Pep's not going to be making any more subs yet. It's going to be Lyon who are going to be making another one. Is that Rennie Adelaide?
I am not sure. I didn't actually get a good look at him, but I think Pep Guardiola cannot be happy here. He's seen his side be outdone by 2 counter-attacks. I just watched it again. It's a poor pass originally. I think it is from Laporte, who gives the ball away to Kakare. It's never a foul, I think. Toko can be dummies it smartly. Good awareness to know that he's offside.
And that's City's fault. City think Toko Kambi's touching it, and I think Garcia and Walker slow down, and then all of a sudden he leaves it. Dembele has got such acres of space, and he puts it away.
We're just seeing the pictures of Pep Guardiola. He is fuming when that goal goes in. He's on his knees, literally. And there's a Rodri has come off for City, and David Silva, the magician, is on for potentially his last game for Man City.
Is it Peter Moore? They've got, I think, a former referee who's telling about the referee decision. He said it's very surprised that it's been given.
Well, for me, I don't think it's a foul.
The thing is, he only showed the one angle. I don't think it's a foul. I think he trips over his own feet.
There's a good chance now, though, for City to get the ball into the box.
Yeah.
From this dead ball situation, about 35 yards out wide on the right-hand side. I think De Bruyne might have to go for a shot. You think? Mahrez might hit it.
I think with 6 minutes left, you don't shoot from here.
Well, Mahrez leaves it, De Bruyne whips it in, and Lopez catches it. Been very, very commanding of his box. We've been very commanding of his box in the last 5 or so minutes as Lopez. Yeah. And the manager's got up. He's up.
He's up. His batteries run out on his phone, and he is ready now to manage the team. It's like when you play an FM and you go for a quick piss, so you just let your team do the thing.
Yeah.
And you come back and you're somehow 2-1 up.
Well,
big 5 minutes for Manchester City here.
Left. Exactly 5 minutes left, Rowan. Let's fucking go. And that's the handball.
I think the ball was already out of play.
It's going to sit there like with the corner. You can't catch it.
Trying to think, Cornet, the 24th minute. Again, goal. KDB got one back in the 69th minute from Sterling square. But then Dembele the ball gets played through. Toko Kambi just leaves it. And Dembele slots it past and the City defence went to sleep.
Corners. Jesus in the box. Past corner. Gabriel Jesus squares it. Sterling. He's missed it. Oh my God, what a miss.
Raheem Sterling. Oh my God.
If there's one man you want on the end of a chance like that, it is Raheem Sterling. And I cannot believe he's put it over the bar from there. It is a tap-in. It is an absolute sitter. And Raheem Sterling has missed it.
Now, if City don't get a goal back, Raheem Sterling may have just knocked his side out of the competition.
Jeff Freddie Adelaide on. And Rowan, I cannot believe he's missed it. My head is in my hands or my mouth's in my hands.
It's simple. It's Gabriel Jesus. Sterling gets annoyed at Jesus for stealing the ball, but Jesus does incredibly well. Takes it to the byline, squares it across.
1 second. It's a 3-on-2 here for Lyon. Rennie Adelaide 2. Aouar. What, can he get the shot off? He can. And he's split to Edison. Dembele. It's 3-1.
It's 3-1. And Lyon have put City to the sword. And we've just come off a Sterling chance. I was talking about it, and you went hold up. And Jesus Christ.
I can't believe it. Speechless. Absolutely. What have I just witnessed? I've witnessed Sterling missing an absolute sitter at one end. to
Oh,
Dembele having a brace. What a substitute! It's whatever the fuck his name is again, winning it. Jeffrey Adelaide to Aouar. Aouar's shot originally is pretty tame. Edison just palms it into the path of Dembele. It's a tame effort
you know
again.
what? It's a great shot. If you look at the shot by Iowa, he doesn't hit it straight. He let it like glides, and so Edison's going to have to catch it on the floor.
Oh
And
my
Edison
god!
just doesn't catch it. He
Of
parries
course,
it, and it's that substitution with a weak shot.
it is such
Dembele
a tame shot.
and the probably the best ever substitution you may see one of the best subs you may see in a Champions League quarter final. It comes from Raheem Sterling. The ball gets squared across to him. He skies it. Literally straight
Can't
from the
believe.
back. Lopez picks the balls up. Eric Garcia goes for the head. He wins it. Laporte goes for the chest. It's taken by a Cacarez or whatever you call his name. It gets to Iwai. Takes a shot. Saved by Edison, but parried and straight to Dembele. Dembele slots it past. And
And they're
Man
absolutely
City,
booming now, Lyon.
Lyon are feeling it, and Manchester City have collapsed.
And Pep Guardiola might be out of the competition again at the quarterfinals. You need to update the score again, Rowan.
I will.
I bet you didn't think you'd be doing that again.
I didn't
It's
think I'd be
3-1,
updating it this much.
and City need 2 in 2 minutes plus added time. They are coming forward with Cancelo, but Lyon have been absolutely outstanding tonight.
Oh, that's an
The tackle by
incredible
De Gea.
tackle.
He's been
For me,
fantastic tonight, and a long ball upfield. Dembele can't get there, and Edison's going to come out and Walker.
I'm so surprised Gabriel Jesus is on the pitch. I know he could have just got an assist with Sterling.
Surprised Foden not come on. Another free kick for City, and they need a goal, and they need it now.
They do. And it's taken quickly.
To the other side to Cancelo. What can he do? Faced up with 2 players. Finds Sterling. Obviously, misser of that sitter, and he's lost the ball again. And I think Thiago Mendes is going to... What a challenge
Great
by Thiago
tackle.
Mendes. Get it back to Tete, and Tete gives the ball away, though. City coming forward. They need 2 goals
They
in a
need to be
minute.
quick. And a man who has been so quick this game, Cancelo, just slowing the game down.
Yeah, I think second half Cancelo's not been as good as his first half. De Bruyne,
Where's
obviously
Laporte?
scorer of the goal.
He's up front.
He's up front, yeah. Here is Cancelo onto his right foot. Tries to curl one into the box. It's headed away easily by Marcelo. And downfield. And Jeffrey Adelaide's been a pretty decent sub, bro. He's only been on 5 minutes. He was the one that burst forward with the ball.
And you know what? City have just been the architects of their own downfall. I know KL says it so much, but it just means so much more. You're 2-1 down. Sterling, it should be 2-2. And City's head dropped as soon as Sterling missed that. You see David Silva now taking the ball. Can he make an impact? I forgot he came on, and Lyon are going to come again.
Coming again. Oh, wow. He's been absolutely outstanding tonight. Finds Dembele, man of the match. So far, no, of course, not man of the match. He's going to speed past Kyle Walker. Still Dembele, still going. Kyle Walker is quick, though. And Dembele is going to keep it in. And he's giving the foul away, unfortunately, for him. 5 minutes of added time given. Don't know where that's
enough time.
5 minutes.
I think that's fair enough. Cornet went down for a bit. Tete went down for a bit, but it's tough for City. You know what? Lyon deserve this win.
De Bruyne trying to find Sterling. De Gea, he takes a heavy touch, and Sterling is going to win the throw-in for City. We are 24 seconds into the added time.
As you said, I'm very surprised Phil Foden hasn't come on. I mean, Pep only using 2 subs. We talked about Barcelona at the end of yesterday's game not using all their subs. Yeah. Only using 2, and you know what?
I think the 2 favourites might be knocked out in 2 successive nights here. David Silva curling one out to Cancelo. He's going to curl one into the box. It's a long ball in, and it's headed away. Brings down by Mahrez. Brilliant defending by Cornet. And there could be another counter on Cornet. Well, first time long ball.
Garcia.
Defending by Garcia back there. If not, Jeffrey Adelaide's in.
And you know what? Garcia has got a tough job because he's going to be the only official centre-back there with Laporte moving up to striker. And
Edison's got to go long, surely. He's just dawdling with the ball. A minute. Passes it short to Garcia. A minute and 15, 16, 17 seconds in to the added time. 3 minutes left for City. 3 minutes and 30, shall I say, left for City to get 2 goals, Rowan. 2 goals, not just one.
It's 2, and
Laporte
ball goes out to go out of play.
And that is the story of Man City's night so far.
And you know what? Lyon have outplayed City. You know, they've played to their game, and it has worked. The counter attack, is it KDB coming off?
It can't be De Bruyne coming off.
Maybe take Gundogan off. He hasn't had the amazing second half. And I don't
Kevin
think
De Bruyne can't come off.
it can. I don't think a sub's actually happening.
It's been a very, very entertaining game, though, to be fair.
Oh, someone's got cramp.
Marcal's gone down with cramp. I think that's a bit of the old... I think I might be dead. Incredible.
And you know what? If Lyon go through, congratulations to them, because then you've got a big tie against Bayern, and you've proved that you could beat a favourite. You've proved that you could beat two favourites. So you knocked out Juventus. They had Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo couldn't carry them through. Manchester City, De Bruyne and Sterling couldn't make anything happen. And if they get Bayern next round, it could be a very tasty fixture. Still,
Sterling. Is that going to be a free kick? It is going to be a free kick. Now, this needs to go in.
Big move for Manchester City.
2 minutes.
And we just got to remember, this 2-goal lead came from a Raheem Sterling howler.
Yeah.
And we've seen Sterling miss. Will De Bruyne shoot?
I think he's having a shot here.
The thing is, what do you go for a shot? And
the crosses haven't been working. It is going to be KDB to do something with his ball. Look at the back stick. Look at Mahrez. I think it is a little marked back there. Obviously, the referee telling the players to do something. We've got a minute and 30 left, but Marcal did go down. Maybe that is time added on. De Bruyne. He's going to go for it, and Lopez palms it over the top of the bar.
The mental thing is that De Bruyne has put Lopez under a lot of pressure. A lot. In terms of them free kicks.
Corner comes in. Walker's up there, and it's wide.
If that goes in, we're going to have an interesting last minute. But I think Lyon have done it. I really do.
I think Lyon have done it. They're 2 goals ahead with 15 seconds. Walker just doesn't guide the ball. Just guides it wide, and Cancelo's not happy. And I don't think any of the City fans will be happy. Any City players will be happy.
I think we may get another minute just because of when Marcal went down, but yeah.
Yeah, possibly. It's kicked downfield by Lopez and headed on by Jeffrey Adelaide out of play for a throw-in. It's Dembele, sorry, I read that one.
They tried to take the ball out quick. City, 40 seconds. Walker under pressure. Under
pressure by Uar. He's got nowhere to go, really. He's done well there, Walker, to be fair to him. Back to Eric Garcia. Done well to
Garcia's done very nice there.
A bit late in the match to be flaunting your skills, though. Floated called by Walker, Mahrez, one back by the Lyon defence, and Maxwell Cornet can just sit on the ball, and Arouar can play him. No, he chooses not to play Maxwell Cornet. He's giving the ball away. Got 13 seconds left on the clock. Ball through to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling onto his right. He's going to go alone. Raheem Sterling does go alone. It's gone wide.
We'll go for a corner.
It's gone for a corner.
See, you've got to take this quick.
Off Marcelo, I think it was.
We are at 5 minutes, but obviously, I think there'll be 30 seconds, a minute left.
Like Rowan said, the 5 minutes on the clock are up. Ball whipped him. Caught by Lopez.
And he'll go down.
And it might be over.
And they've done it. Tete went to go hug the referee then.
Tete went to hug the ref. And
Manchester City are out. I know, obviously, as a United fan, you're not going to be happy. You're going to be very happy, sorry. But let's just...
I'm not necessarily jumping up and down happy. I'm just like... Yeah.
Big Fred.
They didn't deserve to go through.
City, you can't buy the Champions League. And,
Kale in our chat said shit club.
I know, obviously, people have a dislike for City. But if you take out the hatred for City and you look at pure on the pitch, Lyon outplayed them. They played to their strengths and they did it. If you're Raheem Sterling, you just got to imagine when that ball comes across from Gabriel Jesus to make it 2-2, he skies it over the crossbar. Well, if that goal goes in, 2-2, all to play for. Instead, Lyon on the counter-attack, Dembele puts it past Ederson. Gabriel Jesus, inconsolable.
Could never be my English left winger missing up and that.
And then but you've got to think, if Sergio Aguero was fit, does he win the game? You see, Jesus, he had that volley. That if Aguero, he finishes that. It's such a tough game, but Lyon outclassed, outplayed Manchester City.
I mean, it's a good night for Lyon. It's a historic night for Lyon. Of course, they need to win this to be in the competition next year. It's a fantastic night for those young players out there. Some of them especially, the likes of Jeffrey Adelaide and Dembele. Great night for them. Aouar as well, especially. They've had a very good performance.
The starting three midfield of that Lyon side absolutely commanding the pitch in that first 15 minutes. And then when Lyon went 3-1 up, Guimaraes, Aouar, Cacaret, both all three of them putting in a performance. And you know what? Lyon deserve it. I mean, we'll just have a quick rundown of the thing. In the 24th minute, Cornet, incredible finish past Edison, just curls it into the bottom left. Lyon did go 1-0 up going into the half, and we talked about it. We thought, well, if Lyon can hold on just into that 70th minute and then bring them subs on, they can make difference. And that's what they did. 69th minute, KDB. Sterling does well. He squares it across to KDB, who's just on the inside of the box. Slots it past, makes it 1-0. Then, in the 79th minute, the substitute, Dembele. I mean, we talk about some of the best substitutions ever made. Dembele is going to be up there now for Lyon. He puts the ball in the back of the net, and you just think it all comes from where the City defence switches off. Sterling has a big chance to make it 2-2, and he just skies the ball over the thing. Or make it 2-1, sorry. Skies the ball over the crossbar. Dembele scores. Toko Kambe fakes. Dembele goes on, passes it through, and then Dembele gets that other goal to in the 87th minute, make it 3-1, makes City's game a lot harder. And fair play to Olympic Lyonnais. They go through to face FC Bayern in the semi-finals of the Champions League. KD, your thoughts?
Incredible game. Like I said, we didn't want a boring game. It wasn't a boring game by any stretch of the imagination. Lyon sat back for the majority of the game. But like I said, when you're on top, you have to score. They didn't necessarily score when they were on top. They scored when they suited them. They scored on the counter-attack 2 times. The goals, all well worked. And I think if it weren't for that man in the middle, Aouar, they wouldn't have had half the goals they had tonight. He was phenomenal for Lyon.
Who's your man? Before we end it and talk about what's going on the channel, who was your man of the match?
I think Maxwell Cornet deserves the man of the match. I think he was absolutely phenomenal. There's a lot of other contenders, like Marcal was great. I've said Hassan Aouar was great. Shakira, I think that's whatever. Shakira, whatever it was. He was all right. Dembele, of course, coming off getting 2 goals. Even Toko Ekambi, to his hold-up play and his whole general play of the ball was quite good. But I think I'm going to give it to Maxwell Cornet, who had all-round fantastic game. Scored the first goal as well.
Yeah, for me, Cornet's up there. Dubois had a thing, but I mean, he was on the pitch for how long? 15, 20 minutes, and he put the 2 goals. Dembele, as much as he didn't play a lot, he was such a pivotal factor for that Lyon side. And, well, we've got some tasty semi-finals. So, on the Sports Corner, coming up this week, on Sunday, tomorrow, we've got the F1 Watchalong at 10. Around 10 to 2. Then we've got me and Katie back here for a semi-final, the Europa League semi-final, Sevilla versus Manchester United. Who can come out on top there? Be a very, very interesting game. On Monday, it's another Europa League semi-final. It's Shakhtar versus Inter Milan. Both sides, Shakhtar pulling out some good wins, consistent. Inter Milan again, showing that they're a force to be reckoned with. Be a very interesting final. That'll be Josh and KL on Monday. Then, right, on Tuesday, we're getting one. Is it Tuesday and Wednesday, the remaining ones? You're going to have to help me here.
I don't know.
On Tuesday, it will be Red Bull Leipzig versus PSG. Very big game for both sides. PSG trying to get to that final. Leipzig trying to get to their first, I think, ever Champions League final. It'd be very interesting. I don't know who's doing them games. And then on Wednesday, you will have Lyon versus Bayern Munich.
Yep.
Well, I mean, at the start I predicted a City win, and who would have expected what had just happened on that pitch? Yes, so tune in on Wednesday for one of us. It will be Lyon versus Bayern Munich, and then on Friday we will have the Europa League final. So that will all be decided later days. We don't know who will be on that. And then on Sunday, it'll be the Champions League final. Well, Kieran, what a game.
What a game indeed. And Andrew Andrews, and they said Ale Lyon.
Yeah, they deserve it. They do deserve it.
I think that's all I've got to say, to be fair.
Yeah. Well done to Lyon. They deserve it. They'll go to play Bayern. It'll be a tough game for them, but if they play how they played against, it's going to be tougher because you are coming up against Alphonso Davies and Kimmich, Boateng. You're coming up against a more solid defence that players you did against Manchester City, and we'll have a very entertaining game on our hand. But KD, thank you very much for joining me today.
No problem. Thank you very much. And we'll be back tomorrow, won't we?
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Same time.
Manchester United versus Sevilla. Thank you very much for joining us.